Ladies and gentlemen, the first game is starting, and this is Vedwins. I think now we are getting the opportunity to cast pretty much all the maps, which is something that we love it. And we have Nicov as a Berbers, Vinchester as Bohemians, Blue Berbers, remember starting with 9 villages, the TC for Nicov with 3 big shortfish is amazing. Like, can't be better, Mr. Arlo.
No, and just for quick clarification, are we switching Vinch to red or are you keeping it purple?
I'm gonna stay with purple because I want to keep the identity of the players, you know? Like,
yep.
Is why I'm gonna keep the color, because if not, it's gonna be too boring with red and blue all the time, you know? Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. But yeah, just wanted to make sure. But yeah, Nicov already getting that TC down just a little bit quicker in that fantastic spot between the 3 ponds, like you were saying. Vinchester, more centrally located on the map, is still near a pond. You got some forage bushes nearby. Got some camels looking on, enjoying the scenery. But yeah, I mean, everything just seems like a pretty normal start. Notably, though, Nicov not getting the TC up faster despite having the faster-moving villagers.
I mean, this pick has been done. Let's explain a little bit the draft. Nicov picked Nomad as category because the A in the draft was Vinchester, so Vinchester picked the Nomad map, and he picked, in my opinion, the one that it's, let's say, the easier to play, because Nomad map itself, you know, is a lot more random, but here with the shortfish and so on, there's no hills as well. I don't know what you think. Like, this is like the map with less luck factor.
Yeah. It's pretty consistent across the board. Like, you know where the wood is. It's all around the edges. You know where the ponds are.
Exactly.
And the golden stone is going to be pretty randomly distributed, but that's not usually too much of an issue. And it'll end up playing at least probably the most similar to Arabia of all the Nomad maps.
Yeah. That's why I'm even more surprised about the Bohemians, because we have seen how strong it's been lately with the latest patch, you know. The knights, the pathing they have, and Bohemians, not about knights.
Nope. It is probably going to be something in the family of monks and siege and maybe some pikemen mid-game. But none of those things are very fast, and it's going to be difficult for Vinch to defend himself, especially as you're having to spread out all over the place to get secure resources here.
Yeah, I'm just checking now Nicov's point of view with the Fog of War, Arlo, and we see how Nicov can see the TC, while switching to Vinchester, he doesn't know yet. Well, I see that one ship is lost, probably close to his woodline.
Yeah,
he might find out. Guess. Yeah, but that's the thing. Why I'm checking this, because as you say, if you want to make that damage, you have to really do it with. With siege, monks, and you need to be quicker than your opponent. And right now, Nicov, 16 population up.
That is pretty darn fast. Don't see any villagers going over to the gold just yet, so this can probably be for scouts. And, I mean, Vinch doesn't even have Loom yet. Hopefully he'll be picking that one before clicking up to the Feudal Age. And he's going to be going up a 19 pop without Loom, mem.
Yeah, that's very tricky. I mean, you know, in this setup, like 19 population up, it's not especially fast. I don't know what you think. Like, you start with 9 villages, so 19 is pretty okay. 16 is impressive, because he's 16 without the loom.
Yeah, he only made 7 villagers.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. I want to ask you if you listen to me okay. Remember, Orlo, that I'm not using the same microphone with the co-cast that I with my stream. Do you hear me fine? I hope you do, because I have the microphone a little bit farther. So hopefully, just let me know if was some issues. You tell me, and I will try to put the microphone closer. Just,
ma'am, you sound beautiful as always.
Oh God, you started already with your jokes, but that joke was finally, after so many years, a good one. Anyway, listen now. Nicov Berbers, Vinchester with Bohemians is now palisading a little bit, and Loom already here for Nicov. But he's going archers. Well, in my opinion, this is good for Vinchester, because if he was going fast now with the scout, I don't know what you think, and no Loom, who could do damage? Right now, he's there, he has no Loom, but he can save that villager if Vinchester react fast.
Yeah, she is. Oh, wait. Okay, that she can kind of scoot by, but no, she's gonna get trapped on the oasis. If only villagers knew how to swim.
Well, Villiers down. Villiers down. Already Vinchester with a bad move here, and Loom already for Vinchester, coming with 3 Villiers forward. He's probably gonna try to make a tower, and the timing, the momentum is gonna be very important. Nicov loves to play aggressive. He's gonna wall the goal. The first he's gonna do is walling that goal there. Okay. This is really good for Nicov. Really good.
Oh yeah, going with the Chinese classic, as I call it, because as you know, pretty much every Chinese player on Voobly for like years just did this on Arabia every single game. But hey man, it is going to still be quite potent. These villagers forward here, better at the fighting because of the faster movement speed. Got some quick walls coming in, and the tower will be up, and Nicov won't have one of his own.
Yeah, I mean, but now he can deny probably that goal as well. He's not mining a stone. Obviously, you can move to some other goal on the left, but let's see. Nicov is there with 3 Villiers forward, doing the blast beat. Skirmishes and a spear going around still, and I don't know where he should do a tower to really do the damage. Will you make a tower on the goal, or try to go around and make a tower on the wood?
I like the idea of putting the tower on the wood. I mean, one, you'll deny that other gold as well, but also you need wood no matter what you're doing.
Yeah.
Whereas the gold isn't necessarily as important early on. So yeah, I just apply as much pressure as possible, and that is exactly what Nicov is doing because, yeah, exactly. Just need to go for all the aggression.
Great tower. I mean, gold is important later, right? But only without wood in the early game, you cannot do anything. You need the wood. It's the most important resources, in my opinion, in the start of the game.
Yep. Villagers trying to come forward to punch down a tower, but these quick walls do look like they are on point here for Nicov. Oh, yep, good enough.
No, but I think this is not going to be an oath. This is not going to be an oath. Winchester is wasting quite a lot of Villiers. Now he's going with the skirmishes, trying to get inside. He will have to go back. I think that tower Winchester did was kind of a panic tower. And this is, I mean, if the population is not, well, it's now starting to be quite ahead. This is a huge start for the Argentinian.
It's looking quite good. Vinchester does have tower number 2 on the way. Does have a few Vills mining stone on the map, but this just feels really uncomfortable. And the reason that Nicov can do this is because Vinch built that panic tower first, as you're saying, Mem. Because if you build the tower second...
But look at now, He trapped now completely his opponent. If he's doing now another palisade outside, he can't really take all the Villiers. And now he's walling all. He's walling really all. And those are going to be so many Villiers down by Nicov. Yeah, he's gonna lose a lot. It's true that the skirmishes are there, but he's gonna lose all the Villiers himself too. Oh, but Vinchester can lose his Villiers as well. Aye.
Those villagers are getting wet noodled to death by those skirmisher javelins. It's just a really bad spot all around. Now, granted, Nicov has a little bit more idle TC time. Villager count is actually slightly ahead for Vinchester because those forward villagers all got cleaned up. And honestly, Mem, that's not as bad as it looked.
No, I mean, it's not as bad, definitely not. He's ahead in village. The problem is that he still have no army. Now the wood, he need to put the village to work on wood. It's just skirmishers, but the problem here is that with these resources, what army Vinchester is going to do? He's getting attack on the goal with more skirmishers. Those skirmishers are already with fletching. He need to move back there. And now you are in an awkward position. In a position that with Bohemians, you probably need to make a stable and a scout, because how you counter now that amount of a skirmish? He got a lot.
Yeah, that's 11 skirmishers on the map, but now Nicov is going to be coming in with his own scouts from a stable close to his base, and he's just going to go over to the gold right now. His own economy is significantly more efficient than his opponent. The worker efficiency, that's around, what, 12-13% better here for our blue player. Now, notably though, Nicov not scouting out that stone that Vinch is taking, so those vills are safe for now.
Well, that's very important. That's very important because the way that Vinchester can do here now, he need towers and get economy. Remember that if he's able to get gold as well, gold mine and arbor, stone mine and arbor for free with the Bohemians, which is very good. I'm gonna go to purple point of view, and the good thing is that he's still 2 villas ahead. I don't understand, Orlo, why Nicov is having that much idle TC, because 1 minute, 10 seconds idle TC when you are not getting attack at home is quite a lot.
It is a lot, especially on a map where you have lots of food available to you, but I guess that just speaks to how aggressively Nicov is playing with the forward builds, with the food-intensive skirmishers. So
wow.
it's definitely a bit unfortunate, but looks like Nicov will find these vills now.
Yeah, he did it. And Vinchester now is going to be in an even bigger problem. He's not going to have his stone down forever. Those scouts that are 4 scouts are coming with forging. I don't know where they are, the scouts, because...
they are
Okay,
picking off a
I see now.
villager over on the tower to the west.
Yeah. He's doing another tower here. That tower is really good because he's pretty much protecting 2 shorefish, but he has now the mobility, he has the skirmish, he has 18 army. Vinchester knows that he need to go up to Castle Edge. But honestly, like this, even if Nicov is doing more army, I don't know what you think, but Nicov should be up to Castle Edge faster than his opponent.
Nicov has around 1,400 more resources collected, Mem, and that includes around 1,000 more food. And that is really, showing right here as Vinch is just struggling to even keep Vill production going. And Nicov, with the help of the market, already banking almost 600 food, going to be looking to get to Castle Age and putting game number 1 in the bag pretty soon at this rate.
Wow, well, this is looking like a really, really solid starting for Nicov. Let's remind it that both players are super motivated, but Nicov want to Mr. Yo. I mean, winning to Mr. Yo is always something to take in consideration and speak about the good shape from the Argentinian.
Yeah, just he had a really strong performance versus Mr. Yo, was able to take that close 5-game set in a bit of an upset, and he is already looking real strong against Vinch, who did beat Valos, but it was a reverse sweep, so perhaps not quite the result that Vinch was looking for, not a dominating performance by any means, although Valos is quite a strong player. But right now, I mean, Nicov is on his way up to Castle Age, he'll make like any amount of knights, and I don't really see how Vinch stops this.
Well, Vinchester can do the market. He has millions of gold. He can buy resources and try to go up, but he's losing another villager. All right, Nicov have lost 3 villagers. Vinchester 5 now. He's gonna take another one down. Whoa, the micro is there. And honestly, even if he's doing the market, and I don't know if has the resources to make the markets, he's one in a game. This is the 1-0, Mr. Arlo. Like, I'm trying to see how he can come back. The score is close, but Vinchester, I mean, better say it, Nicov cannot lose this game anymore. He shouldn't.
Nicov could only lose this game. Vinchester cannot win this game.
Yeah,
I guess would
point.
be the way that I would phrase it. But yeah, I mean, Nicov, he is dotting his I's, crossing his T's, killing more villagers, keeping his opponent off of that other gold resource. Yeah, Vinch is about to click up. He's going to be a little bit less than an entire Castle Age research time behind his opponent. And Nikov's going to hit Castle Age with good resources. Second stable coming in for him. He is looking mighty fine here.
Well, what Vinchester could do? Well, he could go monks. He could go maybe some pikes. But we see how Nicov has 13 skirmishes. If he's doing at least skirmishes, bot can... Oh, siege war shot right away. He's going so aggressive. But this is tricky. And I'm going to tell you why. I like the decision for sure, but now you need to really make the damage. Because if you don't make the damage, Bohemians is a good civilization to try to defend. You get redemption, you get everything. For the monks, he's doing now the blasmith. He didn't have the blasmith. Vinchester? My goodness. Okay.
No, he had Archer Range and Market, but yeah. I mean, the Siege Workshop, you do need to get some damage done, but I feel like Nicov is going to be able to find that damage. I do love how he is going aggressive here. He is up to the Castle Age much faster. Ooh. He has been idling a lot of his opponent's economy. He still is, as those vills are just bumping around on the wood line. And yeah, knock, Vinch. Those knights are coming.
Trying to keep going. The knights are just there. Now he has the tower, the spear. Those knights are with +1 attack and bloodlines. He's gonna try to take this tower, probably. He is in real problems. Vinchester, the score difference is insane. Obviously, Vinchester keep trying, but the start was so good for Nicov. And Nicov is not a player that usually is gonna let this advantage go away. Resources for Vinchester, they are not also the best. If he want to make monks or something, like... He's really at the limit right now.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be... Yeah, you're in Castle Age. What are you going to do? Double Monastery coming in. I mean, if there's anything you can do to gain victory as Finch, is clown your way to victory. But that's still a very tall order in this situation. 5 vills behind and counting. Nicov Oh my goodness, that's like, what, 2,500 resources more collected?
A lot. Really, really a lot. And the biggest problem is not only that he's doing the double monastery, is that he doesn't have the gold to make upgrades. He needs the monks. This guy's gonna be the first game of the day already over with a Nicov performance that, man, if he keep playing like this, careful, Mr. Vinchester, you will have to increase your level, but this is not how it starts. This is how it finishes, and obviously the strategies, and this is what happened in the maps. This is not normal maps like, you know, more meta games. Here the decisions, Orlu, matters a lot. A lot.
It really does, and I mean, those are the sorts of games I find the most enjoyable to watch. And Nicov, with that super early uptime, able to apply pressure going forward with the villagers, with the archery range. I don't even think Fervor is going to save you there, Vinch.
Yeah, well, remember, Fervor guys give also the speed to those villages, but this nice, this skirmishes is getting ready big time. And Vinchester is gonna lose absolutely everything. He's losing all. I wouldn't be surprised that now Nicov, with a crazy advantage in the population, is gonna take the first game. Vinchester is still trying siege war shot, but he has no resources. He lost 26 villages, Orlu. Not little, right? 26 villages down by Vinchester. Nicov is in a total domination mode activated.
Looks like it, and I love having the forging for the knights. You kill the villagers in one fewer hit than without the upgrade. Always nice when Nicov now adding in the second TC. No reason not to, just play safe, close this one out as best you can, and yeah, Nicov looking really strong here in game number one. And you know, he's a player that's a little inconsistent, but when he's playing at his best, you know, he can take out anybody, and you know, that's close to what he's playing right now, and it's great to see.
100%. I mean, the problem with most of the players is the consistency. I always talk with the Caucasus I bring. I don't know what you think, Orlu, but obviously, if Nicov will play his best all the time, top 5 for me. I don't know what you think. With his best gameplay, top 5. I mean, he knows to play all the maps. He has good micro, you know, except when he doesn't make Wilvaro for 1 hour. But other than that, you know, well, that's the inconsistency that we're talking.
Yeah, and that's basically it. And I think that a lot of the casters would agree that consistency is really the only thing that separates, you know, let's say the top 12-ish players from, you know, the top 4. And that is, you know, it means that on a good day, anybody can beat anybody in like the higher rounds of these tournaments, and that's kind of exactly what we're seeing right here. Yeah,
but the question here is, can you explain me why at this point, when you are 25 population, the players is still not calling it? Thank you, Vinchester. You listen to me. All right, good timing. And that's,
you know, ma'am, I couldn't explain it, so I'm glad Vinch was able to help me out there.
Good point, because honestly, that was over. That was really, really over. And now we don't have to analyze too much. Nicov APM, by the way, really, really high, really on point. It started awkward because Bohemians, I insist, Bohemians is not a good civilization for this map. They don't have anything special for a Nomad map. At least here. Maybe in Nomad, in different Nomad that you can go for a castle and the unique... not even in Nomad. I mean, I don't like this choice. Bohemians is perfect for Arena.
Yeah. I mean, he's still got Burgundian, so it's not like he's going to be short of a good Arena Civ, but you would think that there would be better options available for you.
For sure. I mean, this first game was definitely domination, but the key here was the start. Like 6 minutes 40 seconds feudal time, Vinchester 7:45, and well, let's see what is gonna be game number 2. By the way, we didn't talk about what you think about the 9 villages start. You know, Orlu, that you can say whatever you want in my channel, even if I am the host. But if you say something negative, I kill you.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm used to it at this point. We've been around together for a while, casting them.
Anyway, jokes aside. Just aside,
I do enjoy it.
Okay.
I do enjoy it.
I mean,
I like it a lot more than Empire Wars. Like a lot more than Empire Wars. Personally, I could take it or leave it relative to a 3-villager start in tournaments, but it doesn't matter too much to me.
The pro players, most of them that I have interviewed, they say this is the future of the game. That they will like this like a standard, because actually it doesn't change too much, and you are gaining 2-3 minutes. That the most that probably you miss with this is that there is gonna be no lane. And that's not necessarily really bad.
No. I would say that is definitely not a bad thing. Laming, it might be exciting in the moment, but I feel like it leads to, on average, pretty mediocre games.
And unfair games.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Anyway, we can analyze, guys. Hopefully you enjoy. I will check Discord in a moment, but I need to focus in the next game. And the next game is going to be Baltic. Baltic, what civilizations?
Mongols and Saracens. So, we were saying that, oh yeah, Japanese on Baltic, but yeah, this is going to be fun.
Okay, let's see what is going to be. We're going to go to Baltic. Okay, what we're going to do in the next game is, since blue and purple give some problems for the players, and Nicov doesn't matter too much, if you don't mind, Orlu, because also blue and Baltic is water and it's going to be hard to see, we're going to put yellow and purple. Okay? Nicov has a yellow and Vinchester has purple, so it's going to be better for everyone. And yellow Nicov and purple for Vinchester. That is going to be good to see. Anyway, we have Saracens and Mongols. Not a surprise for this map.
I would say not having Japanese is a little bit surprising, but Saracens are certainly a strong water civ. No issues there. And it's going to be just this interesting dynamic, I think, between Saracens having the stronger navy with the faster attacking galleys, but Mongols just having that speed with the faster hunt, getting up to feudal age really quickly on a map where there isn't much sailing distance between the players. And should be some fun stuff. Okay.
I personally like Baltic. I mean, honestly, I don't know you. I'm not a big fan of the water maps, but migration has been in some very fun games. Then Islands is not being really islands because there's been lands as well. And Baltic is a map that I personally like it even with 3 villages. So I don't know your opinion about that.
Have you been spending too much time with T West, Mem? You just start spouting nonsense about Baltic at any moment.
Nah. Let's see how it's going to be, guys. In 5 seconds,
I like it as well.
I like it. Let's go with the players waiting. They are focused there. Nicov is already starting with the victory, but Vinchester has been in this situation before. And ladies and gentlemen, you can see how focused the players are. You can see on Nicov glasses that the game is started. Don't forget to put yellow for Nicov, Mr. Orlu. And here we are. I'm sure that now the viewers are going to be extremely happy because, let's be honest, this color contrast is much better. Also, water is going to look great. And Nicov Saracens as a yellow on the left or in the north, and in the south, Vinchester as Mongols. Here, I like to always, Orlu, analyze the map, generations, and so on. But in Baltic, it's probably not that important.
Well, you have this lake here. It is roughly in the shape of a blob, as opposed to the other lakes in this map, which are also shaped like a blob. Yep, checks out.
Yeah, I mean... Okay. I mean, I was talking that it's possible to land, but checking Vinchester map, Orlu, how do you land this player? Look at the resources. Gold, berries, almost Black Forest with the wood. It's a very good map for Vinchester. So if he win the water, he's safe. But he has to win the water, obviously.
Easier said than done. The one thing that's maybe a little concerning is that both stones are right next to each other. So if Nicov gets a strong forward position, maybe like tower that wood line on the right side, then suddenly you're running really low on resources. But that is not necessarily a given in this map. You have both players docking in reasonable locations. It's a little bit better in the short run for Nicov. His Finch has to sail a little bit to get to those yummy snapper.
Okay, let's see. I'm checking now yellow point of view. Obviously, with the Mongols, what you want here, Orlu, is to be as quick as possible. Because, let's be honest, after the opening, Mongols doesn't have really a special bonus at all.
Nope. Mongols, you have the great start, and then, it's something, Mangudai win the game.
Sorry that I interrupt you. Why you lure with half a HP? I mean, he's getting lag, but if you misclick, that luring from Vinchester is risky, man. It's really risky. You never send a villager with half HP. I don't know. I mean, he got lucky that... Oh, you see... Ooh, almost losing. I don't understand.
Likes to live life on the edge, man.
Yeah.
You know, he's not one of those play it safe guys. You got to get that adrenaline rush when playing AoE 2.
Well, he definitely going to the limit with that. Both players are doing the loom at the same time. So, if Nicov managed to go up the same time as the Mongols, and it's going to be, that's a beautiful start for the Argentinian.
Yeah, I mean, if Mongols don't have the faster age up, then what do they really have going for them? Not much.
No.
Now, with Saracens, on the military front, you have those faster attacking galleys. Faster attack speed is just one of the best military bonuses you can have for any civ. And as far as the economy goes, you have that Saracen market. Is it really going to give you a fantastic boom? Not so much, but it is going to give you those really deadly timings, which are just that much more important on water maps.
Yeah, I mean, let's see. Let's see, because now Vinchester doesn't have any advantage. We see a small pause here. I have no clue what it is, but let's see. Well, honestly, we can analyze then the first 2 picks for Vinchester with all the civs that we have there. Bohemians and Mongols, not the greatest.
Yeah, it's a little odd for sure. And Vinch is a player who will be a bit offbeat in his choices, but
okay,
I'm interested to see what he has in store.
The pause is because the admin is with the players, and then he just noticed, he analyzed, because we don't know if he pushed it, that Vinchester has 2 deers only, you know, but the players decide to continue, you know, they keep going, and that's it. You know, it seems that instead of 3 or 4, actually, it's 2 deers. Honestly, doesn't matter too much in the 9 villages start. Even more when the deers are so far. I don't know what you think. Yeah, you are Mongols, but doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, in the case of Nicov, he hasn't taken any of his deer, so
exactly.
It's not really going to be too big of an issue. Notably, we have the 4 villagers on gold for Vinchester. This is perhaps indicating that he does want to open with the fireship play, whereas Nicov, just the 3 villagers on gold. I mean, you pick Saracens, you want to make use of those faster attacking galleys, and just like you don't want to get into a fireship fight against Byzantines, I feel like you don't want to get into a galley fight against Saracens.
Yeah, that's true. And 3 dogs. Well, this is very important. Obviously, if you manage to produce fire galleys from all 3 dogs right away, but that's the problem. He's doing the 3rd dog, and now he has no wood to produce for the 2nd. You see? He's producing with only one galley, while his opponent already is spamming 2. Now he's doing the 2nd, but I mean, it's not too early to make the 3 dogs.
Man.
And no double attacks as well. It's like, it's not too early to go for the 3 dogs.
Yeah, you're just going up too fast for the typical 3 dock approach that you would normally see on water maps, but he might be able to outmass Nicov early on, and I don't know what you've been thinking about this memo, because we've been seeing water maps throughout this tournament. I've been feeling the galley play has been a bit more consistent than the fire galley play. Once you get 6 of these guys with fletching, it just feels like they kill an infinite number of fires.
And I like it. And also it's much more beautiful to see, because there's some kind of micro. When you have 2 range, you know, 1-2 range, there's no micro. It's just about the mass and less skills involved. You need more skills to control the galleys. Now Nicov is doing, but obviously, as you were talking, with 2 is not enough. Now he needs a villager there. He should go and probably repair, and that's what he's probably going to do. He's not doing yet. Okay. This is okay position for Nicov. Not really anymore, because the 3 fire galleys are there. And this is where now, even if you don't have the double B tax, sacrifice that little economy can pay off if you kill. Because if Nicov is still microing like he's doing, oh boy.
Yeah, and both players, honestly, with good micro so far. We have Vinch forcing Nicov away with the fishermen right there. The fishing ships are now idle, and although fire ships don't have like the traditional like shoot and scoop micro that you have with galleys, positioning matters a lot with them. Otherwise, you know, you're just going to be chasing a bunch of ships. And Vinch is doing a really nice job so far of trying to come at the galleys from different angles, just so we make sure that some damage is happening at any given moment.
Yeah, and the best good he's doing is that he's having all now the economy idle. This is huge. Oh my god. This is really huge for Vinchester. And he's doing a domination now. He has a lot more galleys now. 7 galleys, only 4. And what Nicov is doing is already using the market like crazy, because those 3 dogs, even if I was skeptical in the start, you know, it's working so well for Vinchester.
Yeah, can't hate on something that's working. Nicov, notably, is still only on 2 docks, which just feels so odd in this context. Maybe he has plans on going forward, but I don't see anything like that just yet. Maybe he wants to go to Castle Age. Again, we just don't really have anything that indicates that.
Is he going forward? Yeah, look at the 2 villas. Oh no, he's another dock, but with 2 villas. Maybe he's gonna be a following because he's now exploring with the scout as well, exploring again to see what his opponent is doing. He also gonna use probably that dock to fish. I like that dock idea, but I think Nicov really should go forward as well. I don't know what you think.
I feel like he has to. He has lost water very decisively. It is 6 kills to 1 in favor of Vinchester. And is now taking stone, interestingly. Now, this is likely just to get to a faster castle age with the power of the Saracen market. And those villagers are not going back home. So, yes, looks like Nicov is going to be going for a big castle age land push here.
Oh man, that's gonna be lovely. Now what Vinchester has to do is starting to fish, and if you check the dogs, this is exactly what he's doing. Fishing is starting to get some economy, and this is good, very good for Vinchester, because I don't know what you think. I know that Nicov is gonna be up, but Vinchester is not so far, and obviously he's gonna be up with a better economy, because right now Nicov is just going up thanks to that, in my opinion, I don't know what you think, a disgusting market from the Saracens. Disgusting, really. It's so
that's all they have economically.
Yeah.
So I think
but that's
it's
a lot.
fine.
It's
It
not a lot.
is a lot, but
It's a
you know,
lot.
it's fine. It's fine. It's
Okay.
Saracens. It's a
Okay.
classic Civ.
Yeah, a classic civilization that could be removed. Anyway, sorry for hate. No, not removed, but the market sometimes is ridiculous, you know? Like, I have seen games that you lose all the army, you are microing bad, and you're still winning the game. Because the market is broken, you know? Like, seriously, broken. Well, right now, Nicov, this is a good example. 8-1 KD, and then he's up with 8 villas less, up to castle, it's much faster than his opponent, and can create a lot of damage here. Good thing is that Vinchester is being smart, and is walling absolutely everything. Well, he still have a hole, not anymore.
Yeah, and he's still, okay, just now clicked up, but that's going to be a significant castle age time advantage. And remember, way back years ago at the beginning of the game when I said that, you know, if Nicov gets a forward position with some towers on both of these stones and this woodline on the right side, that could be really a big issue.
Yeah, but, and no scout for Vinchester. He lost a scout, so he doesn't know that his opponent is there with the double stable. He's going to be following with a siege workshop. He need to see this. There's a village here for Vinchester, and Vinchester. Oh, this is very lucky for Vinchester. I don't know what you think. He see the siege workshop right away, and this is great for him. I mean, if he loses the village, doesn't matter, in my opinion.
I mean, it's... The villager gave her life for a good cause. You know, with her dying breath, she's just shouting at the rest of Vinchester's space like, hey, there's a bunch of units coming at you, man.
Yeah, and he's coming there. He's coming there now with the 2 knights. And look at now the monastery. He's gonna wall that one. He's need to wall a little bit more. If I was Vinchester, I will even make some stone wall here. And okay, monastery, double stable. Poof, but he's gonna have everything. Like, he has a lot of. Oh, I like a lot what Vinchester is doing. Triple stable. Yeah, he's gonna go use what? Full camels. Mangonel is coming. Yeah, but he will need a monastery too.
This is the awkward part as Mongols. Do you want to go full camels versus Saracens who just do that better? I mean, maybe you just need something right now to deal with all of these knights that are in your base. You got 6 of them for Nicov. Mangonel's already knocking at your door.
Okay, this is very dangerous. He's gonna make few houses here trying to wall. He's gonna be able, those villages are in danger. He's gonna wall here with the houses. And do you understand now why I like Baltic? I have seen these kind of aggressions a lot of times. Many times. And now the water is kinda gone. He's trying to go double monastery. Whoa. I think he should do camels, but at some point, he also need to make maybe some light cap. If he's doing a lot of monks, it's gonna be difficult to stop this. I know that Vinchester is ahead with the score, but this is all because of the water. If he take a bad battle here, he can get destroyed. I don't know what you think, Mr. Orlu.
Very much so. And the double monastery here, Nicov with no chill, but with those triple stables that you were saying, Mem, you have this massive camels that is already a lot larger than the massive knights, and mangonels aren't going to be doing a whole lot either.
And no monks yet. And no monks yet. He's going to clean absolutely everything. Probably is going to convert one camel, but man, this is going to be the game. I think we're going to get the 1-1. That TC is amazing, and GG call. Vinchester with the domination in the second game. Orlu, I think both players did good. And I explain you. Like, Vinchester dominated the water, and this was the strategy that Nicov needed to do. Because if not, he was going to be really behind. He tried, and then Vinchester defend well, and that is over already because he got what economy got.
Not much of one, and that was just a beautiful defense there from Vinchester. He got the triple stables going that he needed to. Having the 9 fishing ships really helps in that regard, and just took the engagement coming from both sides with those camels against the knights, and just ate Nikov's army alive. And we've had 2 very different, very fast games so far.
But I don't know what you think. For example, the first game, I think there was mistakes, but this game, for example, I think this was a good game. Not necessarily a 1 hour, 30 minutes is a great game. Like, for me, this was a good game. Like, Nicov didn't make anything super bad. Like, maybe he needed that third dog in the start. But with the 3 dogs, Vinchester pushed it so great. And then if we check the statistics, the castle time for Vinchester was quite close to Nicov, even using the Sarces market. So this was a very nice game.
Yeah, just a solid play from both players. I don't think that Nicov needed to concede control of water, especially because his uptime was really good. And from there, he just kind of put himself in a bit of an awkward situation. And if Vinch didn't play so well, then yeah, sure, Nicov wins this game. But Vinch did play well. And if you want to take these, games at the highest level, you need to be doing everything you can to just maximize your chances of winning.
Yeah. Yeah. And now we're gonna go into game number 3, but then we have to check that with not even 1 hour streaming, Mr. Orlu, we have already close to 4,000 viewers with the first season of the day. And then we have also, well, I mean, Vinchester Nicov is now. Then after this one, look at the program for today. Lear Vilese, and the last 2 series, the Viper Doubt, Tatot Hera, Orlu. Like, this only can go better.
I mean, man, could you get some better players for your tournament, man? These matchups aren't exciting enough.
Yeah, pretty sick. Pretty sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, pretty sick. Anyway, let's go for the draft. Hopefully, guys, you enjoy with the tournament. I'm not gonna lie, Orlu, we have cast together probably all the tournaments that I usually host. King of the Desert and Battle of Africa. Now this one. For me, King of the Desert is something special because it's Arabia. But I gotta say that the tournament that I'm enjoying the most is this one.
It just feels so classic Age of Empires. I mean, the 9 villagers start aside, this just feels like about as pure 1v1 Age of Empires as it gets. You have all the different maps. You have lots of, variety in terms of civs and strategies. And it just is like a reminder of like why we love Age of Empires and why we're still playing it, 20 years later. Yeah,
like with KOTD, probably I get like more hype personally because it's Arabia and everyone is used to play Arabia. It brings some, Arabia always brings some crazy games, like always. But here we have all kind of civilizations, maps. I enjoy a lot with this tournament, like a lot. Because now, after the first 2 games, Vedus and Baltic, now we have Socotra. The next game is damn Socotra with 9 villages start, and what civilizations? Teutons and Aztecs. Yeah, how it can be this more clone? Teutons and Aztec civilizations in Socotra. Unbelievable, Arlo. Come on.
I'm not gonna lie. This is my kind of game right here.
Yeah. Clone map, clone civilizations, and clone co-caster. Arlo. This is
it. Get your honk noses out, guys.
You're at home, man. You're at home. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think both civilizations are great. Usually Aztecs is so dangerous, but against Teutons, you got the bonus against the monks. Also in a map like this, the towers can also play a really important role. Having the possibility to have more the hosts for free from castle and gather 10 villages. Like what do you prefer here?
I never think it's a great idea to bet against Aztecs in basically any situation, but as far as the conversion resistance for Teutons, the fact that you have the strong tower rush, this can go either way. The laming potential obviously could be quite impactful, but with, as you were saying earlier, the 9 villager start, it's a lot harder to go for that early like elephant lame. So let's just see what's going to happen. I think it could be a fun one.
Okay, we have now only 40 seconds to start. So let's see how the players are looking here. They are focused. This is 1-1. And obviously, they know that these cities are going to be or can be close. Do you think we are going to see today like 3-0, like total domination from any of the cities? It shouldn't happen, in my opinion.
I hope not. It always could happen. I think that's like just the way that high-level AoE works, but everything, speaks to the potential of these being some really great sets.
Yeah, well, let's see, because this is gonna be beautiful. Also, Mr. Nelson Masmora is here listening to us because he's a professional. He's gonna be doing the interviews later. Mr. Nelson, hopefully you enjoy as we do. And here we keep going. And game number 3 is just starting right now, and we have Socotra. Nicov as a blue. No, let's put yellow. Nicov Aztecs, Vinchester Teutons, and Nicov is going already with 3 villages and the Eagle. 3 villages already and the Eagle. He's gonna try to make a massacre on Vinchester economy. Let's check.
It's everyone's favorite new indie band, 3 villagers and an eagle.
Yeah,
gonna be going right for those zebra. Maybe gonna try and wall in a lumber camp, and we'll have to see what's going on here.
I am on his point of view, but this is the thing. You are taking a big risk. If you don't make the damage with those 3 villages, you are quite behind. Or not.
And he's gonna start by walling in his opponent's stone. Now, Socotra, guys, you have only 4 tiles of stone near your base and 2 sets of 2. So, I mean, if you're getting tower rushed and you have no stone access, if you have no forage bush access, then, well, things could be getting a little bit tricky. Oh, but look at that stone in the back. I was looking for the stone and I couldn't find it, but the rocks just happened to be next to the other rocks.
Yeah, I mean, that stone, that is going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult to find by even Vinchester, Like, he see the village already. There's no loom. He's going to make the loom now. It is worthy all this lame with 3 villages. I mean, what do you think?
It's hard to argue against it, honestly. I mean, you're just screwing up your opponent's eco so much, and so long as Nicov himself is able to sustain villager production, which he'll be able to do just fine, I think he's going to be pretty well set up. Now, with that said, was having a little bit of idle time with the villagers, not hunting the zebra, but now just has 1 villager forward, as it looks like. Nope, just kidding. 2 villagers coming forward again.
But you love the numbers, right? Check the efficiency at the bottom right corner. Vinchester close to 90%, Nicov 50.
Yikes! That is not an efficient economy.
Yeah, it's a lot, and he's been like this for a while, really for a while. You can see how he's doing the loom now with the house here, and doing the loom now. Vinchester, he's gonna be fine. He has a loom already. That village is in some danger, but he's getting closer to the TC. He's not gonna make any damage. I think this is better for Vinchester right now, honestly. I mean, yeah, he took the berries, okay, but let's see. Now the efficiency switched completely. He's gonna try to take the house, probably. Okay, but those are 3 villages not working the whole game. The whole game.
I mean, it's... Nikov's like, you know what? I don't want a 9-vil start. I just want to do a 6-vil start, man. Let's not go too far out there from standard AoE.
Pretty much. Yeah, well, Vinchester now doing the mining camp. This is the thing here. And I like a lot this gameplay. Why? Because starting with 9 villages, you are saving 300 food. So probably the lame is less important because you can go up as Vinchester it is without even a mill, mining gold, and I believe he's going to try to go archers right away.
Yeah, and I think that makes plenty of sense in this situation. Nicov not quite there just yet. And yeah, there's the barracks coming in. No mill needed. It's like we're playing Arabia team games, man. Mill is not an important building anymore.
Yeah, well, he will have to do it. Probably he's going to make the mill probably at the back. At least that he's going to try to take that palisade with a couple of villages and then take the berries. At some point, you will have to do it because you need farms. But Barak is happening. He's going to wall now the goal. Vinchester really need to find that stone at the back, which didn't yet. And now I'm checking Vinchester's point of view, Orlu. And he's trying to explore. He's trying to explore Nicov more. Okay. He's going around and... he's just exploring, gathering information. He see the wood, he see the goal at the back. So basically, he knows exactly what's going on 100% with Nicov map.
Yep, I do like how Nicov is healing up the Eagle Scout in the town center, so that will be nice and handy. Also, Nicov walling in his opponent's resources, because why not? But he's still going to be a little less than a minute slower to the feudal age, and I mean, we already have 5 vills on the gold for Vinchester. This is going to be some early fletching, I think, for archers, and that's just going to be tough to defend when you are completely exposed.
Well, fletching is going to be difficult right now because he's going to be, I memean, he has 4 villages on the queue, but he's going to be out of food soon. He's doing the plasmid. He might do the fletching okay, but then he has no mill, remember. No mill. He's going to now try to kill the palisade. Yeah. He's doing a house here, and then he will try to kill the palisade, I believe, to destroy the palisade. Oof. I mean, probably the lame is worth it then, because right now, both 22 population up, he's doing the archery range. He's ahead, yes, with the production, but he's coming forward. Oh boy. The Teudon Towers, I like it. He's doing a tower now. He's doing a tower now, but he's going all in. Vinchester is going with so many villages. Those archers are with fletching, and now Vinchester is coming really, really aggressive. He should try to kill that tower. I think he will try. It's so many villages. The archer is there. The scout is gonna be gone. Okay. Oh man. Oh man. This battle can be the game, or very important part of the game, because this is insane. He's going all in with 7 villages, but he got all his villages there, Nicov, Orlu.
Oh yeah, big old fight going on right here. This is peak Age of Empires, guys. Villagers attacking other villagers. The tower is up, and, well, no, fletching or not, it's still representing a lot of damage. Vinch is able to pull away here with the weakened villagers, so nice control from him. The KD is still at 1-0 throughout all of this, which is pretty wild.
Now
but
to Zito,
right now, I see yellow keeping that tower.
Well, because now the thing is, if he send more villages, now those archers are with the fletching. If now he send more villages, Vinchester, and he sold, then his opponent has no stone to repair. And now, look at... No! He lost!
Oh, no!
He lost the tower! That's huge! That's really huge!
Oh,
Vinchester lost the stone, and now Vinchester didn't find his stone at the back. That's terrible. That's really, really terrible for Vinchester, because he was not doing the tower right away. He just put the foundation and stopped it 1 second, Orlu, and it paid off. Wow!
Oh, that hurts my soul. Now, Vinch, he needs to know that he has another stone. I mean, you know you have 4 tiles of stone and 2 sets of 2 near your base on this map. So
he didn't find it.
It has to be somewhere.
He's there on the back and didn't find it, Orlu. He has to explore, man. Aye.
Maybe he needs to go back to William Wallace, you know? Don't forget, keep exploring the map.
You have to explore, man. You really have to explore, Wallace. You have to explore. Aye. Well, he's going here with fletching. Now he doesn't have the fletching. He's still okay because he has the upgrades. He's doing a great micro now. A really great micro. Yeah, this is good. This is really, really good for Vinchester. This is really, really good for Vinchester because he's getting all the numbers. Look at now, no army at all. And then he's denying all the berries. And what is the economy now for Nicov? None. He's going there. Look at the archers. He got the market to balance the economy, but he's trying to wall. He cannot. Vinchester is going extremely aggressive. Even losing, I mean, how you need to keep your mind set. Oh, it's open also. Oh my god.
Ooh.
This is rough, man. And the game is so exciting, but how you need to keep calm, like Vinchester is right now, being calm enough after losing that tower. That is stone, sorry. Well, the tower.
Well, lost both there. Yeah. It's just a really awkward position in general. Nicov with the
check now.
2 on
Vinchester
food.
at the back. Look what he's doing. He's finding the stone.
There we go.
There you go. Go, go, go. He was trying to find it. He know that the stone has to be there, and he's mining the stone. He was trying to find the stone desperately, and he did it. So the advantage is for who? Because with all this, look at the idle TC, Arlo. For both players.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a very scrappy game that you would expect on Socotra.
Amazing.
But
I love it.
At this point, things are kind of stabilizing. The villager count is within 1. Yes, Vinch has a larger and scarier army right now, but honestly, Nicov could be in a worse spot. He's not taken that much damage. Vinch is ahead by around 300 resources collected. That's basically been the case all game long. And Aztec Eco, you know, you can get a lot of extra food with some nice farmers, although not having double bit axe is a bit of an issue for sure.
Yeah, he doesn't have any upgrade, no double bit axe, no horse collar, obviously no wheelbarrow, and he's still doing great with the micro. Now he's doing a good job here, Nicov. No, man, Vinchester is now trying to kill. He's killing so many units. He's killing really so many units. Now he's taking some thanks to that skirmisher, but it's coming again, and he's gonna take the tower. He's trying to wall. No, no, no. He's going now back. I think he needs to make the tower exactly in the same spot as before, but finishing, obviously.
Maybe one tile back.
Okay. You know what I mean. Come on, Arlo. In that area. I mean, in that area, exactly where he's going. Man, if he loses that tower again, I was going to say I stop streaming, but I cannot do that. Anyway, well, he didn't do it because he has no units on the tower, but he's there with the archers. He's gonna be fine, and this tower, I don't know what you think, is really important, and that's why Nicov is committing here to try to take it down.
He is going to be committing, but I feel like, honestly, Vinch might be over-microing that slightly. Not shooting as constantly as he could, but now the tower is up. Remember, you have that extra garrison space as Teutons. No, you don't have murder holes in the feudal age, but still, you can at least garrison units to safety whenever you need to. And right now, the archer count is looking at only 1 for Nicov. Villagers trying to punch down the tower as best they can, and Nikov's only lost 1 so far.
That tower is down. That's amazing. Oh, he lost another. Did you say that he lost another? And now with the archers, Nicov, you need to move. I mean, you take the tower down and you need to move. He's going to take another villager down or not. He focused more in the army. I like it quite a lot. Now he lost that one, and that villager is really low HP. Tell me who has the advantage, because I really believe that Vinchester has a much better economy right now. Look at the resources gathering, and definitely key. Another tower will be in that spot. Well, the archers are coming. He's playing really well. I mean, Vinchester has been super aggressive in this game, Arlo. Really aggressive.
Oh, yeah. I mean, just going up to feudal age as quickly as possible, and gets another villager kill. And as I have been saying for almost 5 years now, if at first you don't succeed, tower rush again. Although Nicov with the second tower here, going to force the cancellation.
Yeah, he canceled it. The game kind of stabilized a little bit, and this is the problem. This is the beauty also of, as you were talking, not upgrade down, but the Aztecs getting resources. You know, more resources gathering. His economy is fantastic. He's now doing the wheelbarrow, and it's crazy, but Nicov is going to be up to castle it faster. What the hell?
That's also just really impressive. You know, just eco management, especially just in the context of all of this aggression. And yeah, I mean, it's going to be a little bit faster, not too much. But now we have the stable going to be coming in for Vinch. And I think the big question is, what is your Castle Age game plan for Nicov? Because Eagles don't really make a lot of sense here, I would say, versus Teutons. But archers also feel kind of weak. Monks are great for Aztecs, but Teutons have that sort of inherent resistance. So what do you even want to do if you're Nicov?
Can we explain also why the Eagles are even worse here against the Teutons Knights? Because there's many people that don't know why the Teutons Knights can be even stronger, Mr. Arlo.
Yeah. The Teuton cavalry and infantry get 1 extra melee armor per age. So just Teuton Knights are already heavily armored, so just getting even more armor just makes the low damage Eagle warriors not quite as good.
Yeah, and that's why Nicov makes sense. He's doing not a second barrack. He's doing a second archery range. He's gonna try to go crossbows, but well, archers from Aztecs are also not the best, because they don't have Thambrin, you know, so it's not the best units. Then there's Knights, you can go siege, and the monks are not working that great. I think Teutons is now in a better position. He's even doing towers to protect his potential resources to take, because the goal is not going to last forever. The goal at the back for Vinchester. Population is ahead for Nicov, but I still believe, I don't know if you agree, that I prefer Vinchester position.
I do agree. And yeah, I just like having the eco upgrades. I feel like his unit transitions are perhaps a bit cleaner here in this particular context. I do think that it's nice for Nicov that he's taking the forward gold when he has the chance, and now he can like drop a TC in the back if he really needs to. Although getting a castle up on this map is pretty darn important. And oh man, Forward Siege Workshop game number 1 is calling once again.
But
now Teuton Towers, they are good at defending, so
exactly.
We'll have to see if Nicov can make some stuff happen here with mangonels.
And doesn't really matter. If I was Vinchester, I will try to keep those archers in the towers if it's needed. What I don't like for Vinchester that he's having only one stable. You know, he put now those villas on the tower. Oh man, 558 stone, no more stone for Vinchester. You can see that there is not a lot of stone. The villas are idle. Sorry for that speed in the camera. I'm excited. I mean, I'm enjoying this game. Like a lot. Look at the walls Nicov is doing to avoid a potential raid at the back. He's walling everything. Okay, well, makes sense. But Nicov economy depends a lot on the market. Just check his farming here. He's just
what farming?
Yeah, I mean, it's just too much. You know, he's doing double monastery. The knights are coming. He's not too many knights, but siege, monks, and stable. Ouch. Really, ouch. Well, would you make a ram, a mangonel? I mean, you need to take the stone forward. Well, a mangonel is the way to go, definitely. I mean, with archers going there, yeah, he's gonna take the relic. Nice. Well, grabbing relics with the ass is gonna give you quite a lot. 33% faster gold income, so it's great. But Nicov has 2 farmers, Orlo. That's too little, seriously.
Yeah, it really is. We've got more crossbowmen coming in, and honestly, this is one of those situations where if you don't think you can go for a castle like right away, I wouldn't hate going guard towers here, just because you don't need that many towers to like already be knocking on your opponent's base. Both players have the forward siege workshops, but well, okay, got knights coming in here for Vinchester. Just the bloodlines upgrade. Remember, Teutons do get that extra conversion resistance.
My goodness. My goodness, 0 conversion expected. Orlu, 0 conversions, both monks are going down, the knights are coming. If he take those crossbows, he's gonna take absolutely everything. Look at the mangonel here, trying to micro, but then, if you micro, the knights are gonna keep killing. Now there's another mangonel, the archers, that was okay for Nicov. That was really, really okay for Nicov. I think Vinchester did a big mistake there with the mangonel.
Yeah, just if the mangonel had stayed alive,
He sell all the stone. Why you sell 500 stone?
Do
you like that decision?
You need to clown it up. Atonement on the way.
Yeah, I mean, I like that, okay, but if you drop a castle in this map, you take all them up.
Yeah, I don't disagree. And now we have Nicov going over to his other stone, and he'll be able to get a castle up eventually. I mean, Vinchester needs to make something happen right now.
He's selling also the stone to Nicov. I think Vinchester is afraid of the Aztecs right now, and he probably has to be even more afraid after what he did, because now Nicov army is scary. It's so many crossbows. If he go and raid, oh boy.
Yeah.
And Nicov Echo, Orlu, I love it, man. 0 upgrades, man. 0 upgrades. I mean, not a single
no upgrades,
upgrade,
no
man.
problem. But I do love
God.
that he's getting those Aztec relics, as you were mentioning. We have Bowsaw now in for Vinch, so at least he does have his eco upgrades. Got another monastery on the way. Both of these are, of course, excellent monk civs. But Nicov has been able to squeak in that extra town center. And like I was saying earlier, you have that gold in the back. You have wood in the back on this map, of course. So Nikov's getting himself into, I feel, a better and better spot going forward throughout this castle age.
Okay, it's still 5 farmers only, like, not the best. Redemption now, wow. Well, who is gonna go with the monks? He's gonna be Vinchester, makes sense. He's having pretty much all the upgrades for those monks. He has sanity. Oh, no sanity. Sanity is probably the next one that he needs. Now he's gonna have the stone, so he can mine a stone too. And Vinchester is starting to have a very dangerous army composition. Don't know what you think.
Well, the knights, I would love to see chain barding armor to get that extra defense, but yeah, I mean, still there are these 3 monks that can make a huge difference, even with Teutons around. Nicov with plenty of crossbowmen is looking to perhaps loop around Vinchester's base just a little bit. Does look like he has Town Watch in, so he will see this coming, but this hill could be absolutely critical as it overlooks this farming eco and the gold mine.
He has to be careful. I didn't even comment because, man, stop killing your own village, man. I mean, this map is an oath clone that you killed your own village, man. Unbelievable. Anyway, there's so many monks. He has to be careful. How many knights? Going back with the knights. 2 mangonels. This is gonna be a big bada boom. Oof. Oof. You need to repair that one. He has to be careful. He's not taking this, but he's now repairing. Oh, he's gonna shoot.
Oh.
Nothing. Great micro. Great micro. He's converting something or not? He's not converting, but there's no mangonels there. He's got. Oh man, he has the conversion, but these too many monks. He's converting 1 knight. 3 knights converted with the Teutons. If he convert another, I'm gonna cry. He's converting everything, man. Wow. But now let's see the battle here with the monks. The monks are still doing the job. The Teutons conversion still doing something, and now he's killing all. The mangonel, the monks as well. But Vinchester has lost a lot, really a lot, and even like that, we still don't know who's gonna be able to win this game, Mr. Orlu.
I feel like both players had some brilliant moments of micro in that particular fight, but it looks like Nicov is still kind of keeping his massive archers alive, but now Vinch coming with the mangonel from the back. The mangonels, they force you to take damage, and there we go. That was a fine hit indeed. And at this point, I guess Nicov still has a bit of an army lead, but he also has more villagers. Just needs to get them to work right now.
Orlu, what about full pikes now for Nicov instead of keep going archers all the time?
Well, I mean, Vinchester, I guess, could add in some archers of his own, and now he's actually adding more stables in the back.
But the archers are coming inside. The archers are coming inside. There's not too many knights. He's doing now the +2, but he's sending 1 by 1. He's sending not so many knights together. This is the problem for Vinchester. He's sending small groups of units. Look at the micro with the eagle. So he blocked that knight. Wow, very, very nice play there by Nicov, and Nicov has 3 relics, 1,000 gold. Look at the stone, and now that is an amazing castle that probably is gonna fail. Let's see the castle. He's gonna be shooting. Oh man, he's coming 3 mangoes, but he need to check it out. Vinchester. He has redemption. He's gonna get converted. This is so clown, and with the castle there, how Vinchester is gonna be able to do damage now?
I mean, I like the idea. You have the crossbowman attacking the back of your opponent's base, pull his army away. Now you can get this castle in a very strong position in the middle of the map. And Vinchester, I mean, he is mining stone at the front of his base. It's still quite awkward. Nicov with 1,000 gold in the bank. He can just be on 4 monasteries right now, man. No problem whatsoever. And castle's going to go up, and Nicov is getting himself better situated. Resources collected. It's still in favor of Vinch, but not by as much.
Yeah, well, 2 TCs for both players, 3 mangonels. This game is being just excellent, and ladies and gentlemen, Nicov is trying to buy his transition to go imp, and you know what? Maybe it's a mistake, because these 3 minutes that it's gonna be very, very long. I think Vinchester in that farm, in that mill in the north, need a tower, because the archers are coming, and I don't know why he's not doing a tower. He's not defending anything. Now he's with 2 mangonels. Oh man, Nicov is gonna go up to Imperial. But look at those farmers, 0 protection. This is, in my opinion, a sloppy play by Vinchester. Don't know what you think.
I think Vinch is trying to save stone for a castle of his own, but at the same time, you sold the stone earlier, so now you just don't have as much to play with. And, oh, Nicov already going to be harassing here with the monks. Vinch, he does have atonement.
Yeah, well, the other player doesn't have, and it can be a big moment of the game, If he's taking those units, it can be disaster, because if you're gonna go naked to Imperial, that's gonna be terrible. The monks are going to be... Ooh, he converted 1, but he killed 5 monks. He's gonna take the mangoes. No, he's not taking anything. Sorry, look at the knights. Oh my goodness. He need to go back, and now resources are not close to go up to imp for Vinchester. Vinchester will make a castle where? Where is gonna make the castle? He need to make a castle on his face, because now he's gonna be in Imperial. But the problem is, Orlu, resources for Nicov are 0, and now double B tags. What the hell?
Double bit axe is an imp upgrade, guys. You know, you don't want to get it before you click up to the Imperial Age. But yeah, I mean, Vinch, good job with that fight for sure. Able to ferry those units to the tower. You can't camp underneath it because he got free murder holes.
Oh my god, what is he doing? He has murder holes, man. Aye. The knights are coming. Look at the castle he's doing. No, it should be more forward. is to be more forward, that castle. And now Vinchester is about to go up to Imperial. That castle, well, he's on the hill, but he's gonna take the relic. No, all the relics. The monks are coming. He's gonna kill the monks. The knights are coming, sorry. He's gonna kill the monks. He's converting 1, 2. Well, it's an odd conversions for being Teutons, probably. 3 now. What the hell? It's okay. It's more than okay. I don't know what you think.
It's about as good as you could hope for, I think, given the situation.
It's great.
Yeah. Castle, it overlooks these monasteries. More monks are just going to be popping out to die a very sad death. And right now, Nicov hits Imperial Age. He still has the army advantage. And honestly, I feel like this game still hangs in the balance. We got Bracer coming in. Yes, Vinch has taken some good fights. Yes, this castle's in a strong position. But, I mean, we got block printing coming in, too. Nicov is not out of this one.
No, Nicov is ahead. I mean, he's ready now with the knights that he converted. He has 0 protection at home. He didn't wall at all. I don't know, Siege Workshop, what is he planning to do? Maybe chemistry and bomber cannons? He has 5 villages on gold only. 5 villages on gold. He's getting raided with the knights. You know, when the knight has come, the villages are gone. The archers are going in, going to raid. Nicov is playing this amazingly well with 0 economic upgrade. But then, how we analyze the game? Like, you don't make any upgrade there. I really believe that army composition for Nicov has been on point the whole game, and Vinchester has been losing so many units because he was sending small groups, Mr. Arlo.
Yeah, I mean,
and the
KD is favorable for Vinchester, but his units are just so much more expensive, so that doesn't really tell the whole story. Got more trebuchets on the way. Vinch 30 seconds away from the Imperial Age, but he's just so far behind in the Treb War. Maybe going to try and take down the trebuchets. That would be a huge win for him, as there really isn't anything here from Nicov that deals melee damage. But
see the stone. I mean, he has to buy the stone. He's now trying to get the relics. I mean, getting the relics, if the game keeps longer, it can be great. But check out the village difference. Village difference is insane right now. 20 villages ahead. Obviously, this is a map that is special, but those archers killing a lot. He just needed in that area 1 tower. Arlo. 1 tower, yep. Vinchester. He never did. You made 1 tower where the mill is, and he's protected completely. Or not. He will be fine. Yeah.
Perhaps not from the knights, but definitely from the crossbowmen. I probably would have made a big difference right there. Vinch is getting his own monk upgrades on the way, but right now we're looking at 3 trebuchets to 0. I guess it's about to be 1. He gets 1 trebuchet out, so it at least can apply a little bit of pressure. Teutons do have bombard cannons, of course, but if you're trying to go into skirmishers at this point for Vinchester and you're on 16 farmers, that doesn't feel like a winning play.
Definitely not. And also, the skirmishes, they don't have the +3, so they are not going to be a great solution. He will need chemistry and bomber cannons. I honestly think, even if the score seems to be very close, that Nicov is taking this crazy 3rd game of the series, and it's going to be with a match point, and potentially getting into the quarterfinals. That would be absolutely sick. I don't know what you think, but this is an amazing game to watch, Arlo. This is my resume of this one.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun here. It does feel like Nicov has a bit too much of an advantage for Vinch to hang on at this point, but the game hung in the balance for quite some time. Arbalest is going to be able to micro down the mangonels without too much issue. Very nicely done for Nicov, and it's just been a combination of solid unit control with the box formation.
And he's microing. He's microing the archers like God, really. He's microing really well, even without ballistic here. Look at now how he's taking absolutely everything. He converted the mangonel, doesn't matter. He got so many units. Population is super ahead. Nicov is still trying Vinchester. Now at least Skirmish is not +2 armor. He has 1 TC. Only now Vinchester. Don't lose this army. Don't lose this army against those skirmishes. Still no ballistic as well. And wow, really wow. The score is starting to explode. Vinchester keep trying, but you can try more if you want, because I don't know if you agree. This is going to be the game number 3 for the Argentinian. Like, seriously.
It definitely should be. We've got more armies, just has a few Eagle Warriors coming in, and that'll be enough to clean up random skirmishers. And, I mean, Vinch is trying to hold, but he basically has no win condition at this point. He has very little gold income. Nikov's going to take some of that of his opponent. I guess he has 4 relics, so that's something, but
I don't know.
It just feels like it's a very straightforward game for Nicov at this point.
Yeah. Let's see, because he's only the 2-1, if he's taking the final win. Let's see Nicov reaction. Usually he's is expressive when the games are crazy as it is. And obviously, it's not that he's winning the series, but let's say I might be wrong. It's true that being 2-1, nothing yet solved, you know, because you didn't win the series. But so important to be 2-1 ahead right now, Mr. Orlu.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Vinch in this first set did reverse sweep Vala, so it's not like he cannot come back if he is behind, but this is definitely a position that Nicov wants to be in. It's just going to need to win one more game, and I think that'll be Arena. The next map, I think.
Let's see. Arena.
But I think taking Socotra versus Vinchester is Nicov, who's very much the more standard mechanics-oriented player, and there's GG called, exactly.
GG call. Now he's holding the emotion. I was taking, but he made like a little bit of a relief, you know, like what a game. Yeah. I don't know. I have enjoyed this game. I mean, 47 minutes of action. 47 minutes of action. Age of Empires. I have enjoyed this game a lot. Really, really a lot. Fantastic game, Mr. Orlu. I mean, what we can say. Awesome game.
the KD basically even. The resources collected are very similar. Vinci even ahead in technologies researched, although that imp timing, of course, was pretty critical for Nicov. But that just goes to show this was a game that was decided by decision making. It was a game that was decided by unit control, with Nicov having the cheaper army, and just really beautifully played.
I have enjoyed. It has been beautiful. And now the Argentinian is in a very, very solid position. We're going to jump into game number 4. I don't know if they will take some small break. No. There's no breaks, man. There's no breaks. There's no breaks today because we have a lot. We really have a lot. Remember, 4 series today. This is only the first series of the day. We have 3 series more. Do you want to see, guys, what are the next 3 series? I mean, I can put the overlay because you might get some hype. Leary versus Villesa, the next one. And then we got a GL battle, the Viper versus Doubt. And then Red Bull Warlord Legacy Revenge, or not Revenge, Stato Terra. What is this? I mean, is this program on purpose? I mean, will we get this? What is this, Orlu?
I don't know, man. I think I'm going to have to open an investigation into the legitimacy of your tournament, man.
Well, I mean, it's a fair point, you know. It's a fair point, but... And this is only...
Yeah, no, it's really good.
Yeah, the winner matches, you know. The next week, we will have... The next week, because tomorrow is Deciders, but the next week, we're going to have 4 days of Warlords, and it's the final week. Remember, I know Thursday and Friday is more complicated, but guys, you need to get a free day. Or a few hours on job, because Thursday is 2 quarterfinals best of 7, Orlu. Friday, 2 quarterfinals best of 7, Orlu. And then Saturday, the 2 semifinals best of 7. And Sunday, the 3rd match placement best of 5. And the grand final best of 9. I mean, well, we're going to enjoy a lot. And you're going to sleep a little, Mr. Orlu, because you will have to wake up. Well, not that early, because we're going to start not as today, because it's best of 7, but it's 2 series, so we will start as 16 GMT like the rest of the tournament. But insane, man.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's Thanksgiving weekend here in the States, so I'm not going to be here to cast it, but I'll definitely be sneaking some on my phone.
Who cares about the Thanksgiving, man? I think Thanksgiving, there's going to be more Thanksgivings. Like, Thanksgiving is all the years, man. Warlords is only one time. Thanksgiving, man. Unbelievable.
I know. My family is ridiculous, and they're like, you know, forcing me to spend time with them, but, you know.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to be example of anything, but I missed the communion of my nephew because of King of the Desert. So, and I didn't go. My wife went, my kids went, all my family went, and I casted here King of the Desert, the semifinals of the tournament. So, it's what it is, man. It's what it is. Wow. Is what it is. Nicov and Vinchester, honestly, I didn't want to go to the, you know, because it was so boring, but still it's fine. No, I mean, obviously, I wanted to go, and it was, but, as I said, man, we need to keep going, man. We're professionals. AOE2, it's, for me right now, the priority if there is some big events. And next game, Arena, Vinchester, Nicov. Oh boy. I think Vinchester is great on Arena, but Nicov is not bad at all. And he's going to pick what, Nicov?
My guess would be Turks. I think that makes the most sense. Maybe Hindustanis. Last game would be on Land Madness, so maybe you want to play Hindustanis on that map, but it's probably going to be Burgundians Revenge.
The question is, Arena can be Kumans or Burgundians. Don't think Franks. Isn't better Hindustanis against both? Like, isn't Hindustanis like a more solid counter to Burgundians, for example, than Turks?
I like Turks versus Burgundians. I feel like you just have so many strong ranged options that Burgundians can perhaps struggle a little bit.
Well, it's Turks and Burgundians. We have the civilization, guys. We have the civilizations. And it's gonna be Turks and Burgundians arena. I mean, with the games we have seen, this is the beauty of this. We have seen Bedouins, we have seen Baltic, so Kotra, and now we have arena. And a potential decider on Land Madness. I'm down.
I am down to clown. Literally.
I'm really down. I mean, and what you prefer here? Guys, people in the stream also, Orlo, Burgundians or Turks?
I like Turks. I feel like you just have like the Janissary play in Castle Age. Yes, Burgundians have solid monks, but it's still not a situation that you feel super comfortable with if Nicov wants to take this one aggressive. But even if it goes late, like a ton of Turk cav archers, it's going to negate a lot of what Burgundians can do. You kind of like need paladins in that situation, which are generally not the greatest on arena. And I just like the map control options that Turks have.
Yeah. I mean, the map control in general is going to be very important, but it's still, Burgundians got also crazy bombard cannons. I think paladins and halves together, for example, and then Turks has no counter. Honestly. If you go paladins and halves together, and I say paladins because they are cheap, what Turks can do against that combo?
Like 50 heavy cav archers.
Yeah, or 100, but you know, like
Yeah.
it's very difficult. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, 1 second, and we are starting. Look at this music in the background. It's beautiful, right? And here we are with Nicov as a yellow again. Turks, Vinchester with Burgundians. We will have quite a lot of time to, well, not that much because it's 9 villages start. Starting the lead in Somewood. Resources played for Nicov, not great. Both goal in front. Obviously, it's not that Vinchester is going to spot it right away, but not the greatest. Stone is fine at the back. And the relic distribution here, Orlu. 2 relics very close to Vinchester, 1 close to Nicov, that one in the middle, and then the other one that is also closer to Nicov. Seems fair to me.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I don't really see that there's going to be too much of an advantage either way. Burgundians feel like they're going to be the much more standard civ in their opening. Probably just going to go scouts, go for the cheap light cav upgrade, get some relics. Burgundians, they get the food alongside the gold with the relic income. So they have that extra incentive to go pick them up on top of just denying Turks gold income, which is also great. And Nicov, we're going to have to see. Does he play standard or does he go for that castle drop or even a fast in?
It's not tricky, like, because if Vinchester is just going to go standard with the scouts, you're going to have army. At least that Nicov go, for example, with Barak and a castle forward, then you go few spears, then you can do a castle forward. And that can be deadly because Burgundians, it's, let's say, a slow civilization. Very strong the longer the game goes, but in the start, yeah, you get all the economy upgrades, but then you need some more time.
Yeah, they like to click up perhaps a little bit slower just because, yes, your eco upgrades are cheaper, but they still cost resources that you are not spending on villagers or army or tech. So it is, I think, going to be a bit of an opportunity for Nicov. I think that this is honestly a time where you can go for the super degen strat of like 25 pop up with light cav and a forward castle, like the super all-in thing.
Oh, wow.
That, honestly, I wouldn't even hate.
I mean, that would be insane, but that's too risky. And that's the thing. If you have a good economy going, and you have a slightly better and faster transition to imp with Turks than Burgundians, the power spike from the Turks is insane, having bombard cannons right away, chemistry for free, hussars. I don't dislike also that option. And Why not to be faster with Turks than Burgundians, to be honest? It can be.
Yeah, totally. And I think we just have a lot of variety that we can see between these two civs. Are they going to take it fast? Are they going to go for the more slow roll? And I guess we'll just have to see all of that in their uptime. We just now have Nicov starting to push in his deer. Much like me, I don't like pushing in my deer super early. I feel like you have to force drop a lot. So I appreciate that from Nicov.
Well, Vinchester has done the opposite. He pushed the deer super quick. He's now taking the last boar. Got it, and still have a lot of resources. Also, all is gonna be faster, guys, because with the 9 villages start, you can see already the population they have, and they still have a lot of herdables to take, a lot of resources. So, we can get, if they go for a standard, they can be Imperial 24 minutes, easily, with a full boom.
I mean, of course, like, I would always be behind a strat of just going for, like, a 5 TC boom into, nothing. Into fortified walls. That's what I call PKH of Empires.
That's why we are casting and they are playing, Orlu. I mean, we have to be realistic. Why we're casting? We love the games, yes. But if we could play the tournament, we will play, probably, but we can't. So we focus in the casting and we say we love the game so much. Yes, we do, but we are plebs, like all of you in the chat, guys. We love you, but you are plebs too. Is what it is.
Yeah, gotta say it how it is.
Barak House is gonna go for probably a standard. Okay. 2 farmers on berries for Vinchester. Going already for the goal. What is this transition here for Vinchester? He's going already for the goal. I believe he will do Barak stable, or maybe, I don't know. I mean, it's cheaper to get the light cat upgrade, but you know that Turks got light cats already. I don't see any Barak yet. But he's up 26 population up, slower than Turks, as we expected.
I'm kind of intrigued. It looks like Nicov might just be playing this one super standard in terms of just going for some light cav, spearmen, take map control.
I mean, he has only one lumbercamp. The economy is definitely going to be much better for Vinchester, not only because of the civilization, also that below I like it a lot. 8 villages on wood with 2 lumbercamps, the efficiency is so great. It's really nice. He has also double attacks for a long time. He's gonna go make the barrack now. He's gonna go stable. Let's see if he's gonna make stable and blastbeat or stable and market. I like the market approaches as well because you can balance the economy, but you probably want to make the blastbeat because to compete for the middle, maybe you need to make some upgrades. And if you really want to get all the relics.
Yeah, I think that you do have that that aggressive potential these days on Arena where it's like nobody really wants to commit to middle map control because you're not like going super all in most of the time, but you also kind of feel the need to commit because otherwise your opponent just gets 5 relics for free. So it's a tricky situation these days with the Arena meta, but both players just going to be making some scouts, making some spearmen and monks.
I mean, it's so important match. Really, really important match. And we have Nicov and Vinchester with Nicov with a match point. And if he's winning this game, remember, he is already in the quarterfinals. And I don't remember what is the prize that he is going to secure, but it's important, of course. And, well, Vinchester, an excellent player on Arena. Let's see if he's going to be able to force the game number 5. Who is the favorite here for you, Mr. Orlu? Because he's going to have the timing here, Nicov, with the light cat right away and, well, 50 seconds faster in Castle Age.
Yeah, I think that Nicov is going to be pretty well set up. I think a lot of the question is going to be down to, okay, who is going to go for TCs faster? And who is going to commit to the middle more? Because it's a really tricky balance to strike, as I keep on saying, because you don't necessarily want to commit so much to the middle to get, like, 1 more relic if you're behind by, like, 2 minutes with your town centers. So, trying to take the fight right here, I'm kind of surprised. I feel like you just want to wait until that Castle Age timing for Nicov.
Yeah, it's gonna be light caps in 2 seconds. It's gonna be light caps. You have to be careful. The light cap's now gonna dominate, and right away he moves, paying attention. Numbers the same. 4 scouts, now 5 scouts for Vinchester, 4 light caps for Nicov, and I'm gonna remove the fog of war and monastery already. But you start to check the resources for Vinchester, and it starts to look so sweet. Look at the heavy blow, bozo, resources already to make probably monastery right away. And extra TC. Look.
Yeah, almost certainly. So husbandry comes in instantly. Notably, guys, in case you didn't know, scout cavalry are faster than light cavalry by just a little bit. It's one of the 3 instances in the game of a unit getting any sort of a debuff when you get an upgrade. It's kind of weird. I think it was a mistake from back in the day. But at least if Vinch can't take the fights, he can run away.
It makes sense because if you check the units, it's because they are armor. So they should be slower. They have the armor.
Yeah, logic.
Yeah,
logic is a core part of all Age of Empires.
Yeah. In LA too. Oh, come on, man! You can see those elephants. You know, I mean, when one elephant is smaller than a ram, for example, it makes sense. You know, like what the hell? Logic and more things that we better don't debate about that. Anyway, second town center, as we were talking, Vinchester, and it's expected he's gonna be ahead, but Nicov is already taking relics. He's gonna be happy. But the economy lead, I mean, Burgundians is always having the economy lead, let's be honest. It's always having the economy lead with almost any civilization, but now he's house at Nicov. Come on, Nicov. Yeah, that's a huge house timing. He forced himself to do wheelbarrow, otherwise he will never do wheelbarrow. And, well, he's not doing extra TC yet. So, with this kind of approach, Orlu, I don't think Nicov is going to be faster to Imperial.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying, that you do need to commit to the middle, you do need to get some units, but at what cost, right? You still need to get that eco going behind it. Yes, Nicov has the slight relic advantage right now, but if this ends up being a 3-2 relic game, I can't really say that's worth it. And Vinch getting crop rotation early. Yes!
Oh my god, that upgrade, man, is gonna be sick economy for sure. I mean, when you are with Burgundians 3 villages ahead, with wheelbarrow already, with all the damn upgrades, he's having the crazy Imperial upgrade for the farms, you know that you are in a trouble, and he is still with only 1 TC. Nicov, you need to make the second right now. 1 relic for Nicov. He's gonna go now with the monk. The KD is in favor to Vinchester. Obviously, this is still very early game, but these 3 TCs, but looking so smooth gameplay for Vinchester. So potentially the Lamb Madness is getting closer. I mean, it's still far, obviously, but he's going to convert. I think that was a mistake. He should just take the relic. I don't know. Yeah. What do you think? I think it was a mistake there.
It is optimistic to go for that conversion. At the best, that's just optimistic. And it turns out all the monks are going to meet their very untimely demise. And still, we're looking at only 1 relic to 0 in favor of Nicov. So, yes, this relic fight is going well for him so far. But at the same time, you just don't have that eco.
No, this is huge advantage for Vinchester. Like, he's doing now the market. I don't know what is really Nicov planning, but 6 villages behind, not economy average. He got few light cast Vinchester on the left holding the position. He's trying to go for the relics. It's not that important, the relics. Why he's playing like this? He's playing completely different than the other day that played in Arena. I think he's gonna convert 1, okay. Not even, didn't convert and took another. It's 8-3 KD. The score is starting to explode, and he's 8 villages ahead. Forging for Nicov. Well, as you committed, you probably need to keep going and try to get as much relics as possible, but even if now Vinchester didn't take any relics, his economy advantage is just insane.
Yeah, exactly, and it's almost like you go so far for the relic fight. Oh, nice conversion right there for Vinch. Yeah. That it's like you go too far for relic control. It's like, how much is this really worth in the end? Especially if you lose map control in early Imperial Age and your opponent can take the neutral golds. Like, it takes so long for relics to pay off.
Yeah, very, very long. Anyway, we will see what is going to happen. The velocities keep increasing. Hand card already. Obviously, Nicov has no idle time. Vinchester has quite a lot of idle TC. Otherwise, he could be even more ahead. But ladies and gentlemen, I see now what is happening here because Nicov is going to go up to Imperial one-tone center. And this can be very, very interesting. Do you think the Imperial transition, if he's doing a building, because he does have not a second monastery, please, the siege war shop, and you make bomber cannons. Aye. Is this an oath? He's gonna have, with the Imperial transition, time to dominate? Because I'm not so sure.
The question is, imp into what, other than bombard cannons? Like, bombard cannons are going to be a great support unit for sure, but Vinch can just go for some heavy cavalry, and that should be just fine. Now, one thing that does concern me for Vinch is his lack of stone. He only has 20 in the bank right now, getting more eco upgrades. He is sticking on the 3 TCs, which does say good things about him getting an Imperial Age a little bit faster instead of just adding a 4th or even 5th TC. But yeah, right now, Nicov, the ball is in his court. So he's got to make something happen, but he's pretty well poised to do that.
He's going to make hand cannoneers, but I mean, when you are going Imperial with 41 villages and you have 4 villages on wood, you're going to be able to do 1 bomber cannon at your best. You're going to have only 1 relic. Your opponent with Burgundians is probably going to take 4 relics. He's having 3 tone centers. He's having all the Imperial upgrades. I mean, seriously, I don't know. I mean, those are going to be Hussars. Hussars, very, very strong units. He's doing the +1 armor. I don't know. Maybe he can do something. And bomber cannons, the time and the momentum at Vinchester, it's reading the game. He's now going to go pikes. He's doing a second barrack. He see the score, and he knows that his opponent is on the way to Imperial when you see that score. I mean, he has to know.
Yeah. I mean, there's really no other reason that his opponent would be so low, unless his opponent was a total noob. But I don't know. I feel like he can't necessarily bet on that with Nicov. I mean, just a wild idea here. Wait, he's getting fletching. He's not going Cav Archers, is he?
Cav Archers?
That feels really ambitious.
No, he canceled. Okay, he canceled.
Okay, good.
He canceled. He's just going Hussars. And, well, and hand cannoneers. Hussars is not that he's going to go. He has 13 light guns. They are going to be Hussars automatically. But Vinchester is up to Imperial, man. Vinchester, when he's doing the building and he's doing now the university, no, the siege war shop, he's on the way to Imperial. So, he's going to be up to Imperial slower, yes, but he's going to have a huge boom difference? Absolutely. He's going hand cannoneers. Those are now going to be Hussars. Do you want to commit there? You shouldn't commit there. He has to be careful and go back. You don't want to fight against the Hussars, even if you got more numbers. You just need to wait. And if you wait, I don't know what you think, Arlo, but I smell a decided game in this series.
Well, I don't know how you can smell a game, but
come on, Arlo.
I'm not one to question the mighty Mem.
Come on, Arlo. Stop it. Stop it. Aye. I mean, aye. Thanksgiving Day, man. It's today or the next week. Unbelievable. Anyway, he's gonna take now the bomber cannon. This is very good to snipe. You need to snipe the siege. You need to stop the momentum here for Nicov. He's gonna kill the bomber cannon. He got it. And if he's getting now the hand cannoneers, okay. But military numbers. Careful, because the numbers are important. He's now doing the Cavalier. The 2 relics are kinda exposed in front because the bomber cannon is going to come. And military is 29, and this is a map that with this kind of aggression, if he break in, careful with the raid. Obviously, a castle is gonna be needed. He's taking out the relics at the back. I love it. Where's the monastery at the back? I don't see the monastery, but he will do it. The castle is fantastic, and you really need to defend because his can snowball. Look at the score. The score is getting closer. He's now stonewalling in this area, and the game is getting a lot more exciting than we expected because the timing now, the momentum is for the Argentinian, Orlu.
100%. This castle is being rushed up, and the stone gate is going to hold only for a little while. Notably, in case you guys don't know, gates have less armor than walls do. So even though they have more HP, especially when you're dealing with like lower base damage units like Hussars, it's way faster to take down the gate.
Okay, he's in Imperial, but now he keep coming. These barracks, Hussars, hand cannoneers, a lot of army. The score is still really ahead for Vinchester, but the army numbers still for Nicov, and if he's getting inside, he can raid quite a lot. He doesn't have really army now, Vinchester, and not a lot of gold either. All the gold is quite in front. He only have the main one, so Vinchester is in troubles. I mean, the score is ahead, but how much army is 8 Cavaliers? Is that an old army? I don't think it is. It's 18 hand cannoneers. Oh my god, this is so exciting. Look at now the TC. Hussars are going in. He's rushing a TC, but Orlu, he can take the game, Nicov. Oh, the bomber cannon, don't lose it, the bomber. He lost against the castle.
Okay, another one's coming in. It's not the end of the world. But we still have to really appreciate Nikov's army in this position. Paladin is on the way for Vinchester. You do get that at half cost. But at the same time, there are just so many units here. And this is like what I was saying, where Burgundians, with their strong ranged army, it could be giving Burgundians a bit of an issue. Now, Vinch is still mining some stone, which is pretty nice for him. He's got the main stone in the back. He's even got the side stone as well. But right now, all of these buildings are under a lot of pressure. Hussar's not able to come in and raid just because the Cavaliers can kill them quite easily. But at the same time, Nicov is not destroying stuff super fast.
Oh, this is very good what the Vinchester is doing. He's gonna try to kill the reinforcement. Look. So smart. Nicov is going to catch up. He knows that he's a fast imp, but he's gonna take the bomber cannons. This is so well played here by Vinchester, taking the bomber cannon, killing the villains, not letting him to produce more. And when he's doing the paladin in 1 minute 20 seconds, I still believe that the strategy is very nice here for Nicov, but it's not an oath. He's at the limit. He has 52 villages while his opponent 100 villages. The next one should be delete the stone walls here when he's doing the paladins. And ladies and gentlemen, I really believe that the game number 5 will happen. I don't know what you think, Orlu. What happened?
It's still I was worried for a second that Nicov was sending the bombard cannon into the waiting arms of the paladins, or the soon-to-be paladins. We got 38 seconds. Vinch not going to want to engage before that upgrade comes in. Paladin is, of course, just a big old stat boost to the Cavalier. And it's also the second of the 3 upgrades in this game that make your units worse in some ways. Paladins attack slightly slower than Cavaliers and Knights.
Okay.
But yes, now Vinch going to try and maybe go in with a bit of a sandwich. Needs to wait for that upgrade to come in, just be a bit more patient, but loses 2 Cavalier in the process.
Yeah, but the paladins are gonna be a big change, and now look at those. He's trying to get into with that micro. This is gonna be very hard. Look at the score difference. The paladins are there, and if he clean these, and I think he's gonna clean these. It was harder than we expected, right, Orlu? But hey,
it's a lot of hand cannons.
Okay, good micro.
It's not like they have bloodline.
Yeah, it's still paladins, but still is the problem now is that he doesn't have the pressure. Yeah, but he doesn't have the pressure at home, Orlu, so he can keep producing now army and fix his economy, obviously. Okay.
Got Blast Furnace on the way as well. We have Vinch hanging in there. He even has the stone for another castle. He is looking pretty well set up. But the game's not over yet. It's still 31 army to 18.
Yeah, and killing more. 2 bomber cannons. Paladin's going around again. And he has a stone to make another castle. The 2 bomber cannons are coming again. 41 farmers, great economy. 106 villages. He need to repair that castle and fast. Really fast. It's 3 relics for Nicov, by the way. 3 relics for Nicov. Still not wall. And again will take bomber cannons. He's doing fletching. Why fletching? No clue.
Not too sure. Feel like you'd much rather be getting the archer armor upgrade for your hand cannoneers.
Yeah, probably misclicked.
Loom just coming down for Vinch. That's a pretty good upgrade, I hear. But honestly, with these 4 monks, it's still almost 30 hand cannoneers to... Okay, that's 26 paladins. Okay, the army numbers are getting a lot closer. And if Vinch can make another big sandwich play happen, which I think that's what he's setting up to do, then we could indeed be going to Land Madness for Game 5.
Oh, it's open! Oh, the gate is open! The gate is open! If he's going in, if he not... Okay. Well, he didn't, okay. But at the back, the castle is gonna be down. And now he needs to delete all the walls and come with all the army. The key here is the monks. If you make some good conversions, you need to destroy your own walls. The other paladins are coming, and this might be the last battle of the game. We will see. As you mentioned, it's still so many units, but there's so many paladins now. And now, I think it's gonna clean absolutely everything. The sandwich is real. GG call, decider game. An amazing series. Orlu. Amazing. Ay, ay, ay.
I don't think we could ask for much more from this set. All tied up. Vinch able to take arena, just super strong and solid Burgundian play. Very patient, just not wanting to go too ham with his cavalry, waiting until he has the upgrades, waiting until he has the units, and then going for that big sandwich play just to ensure that he gets that win here in game number 4. And it's all going to go down to land madness.
I mean, land madness. We see all the statistics there, and man, can't be more excited for game number 5. That is gonna be land madness. In theory, one really beautiful. I believe Franks is the choice here for Vinchester, and then Hindustanis or Japanese. I mean, Nicov has a great civilization with Hindustanis. I don't know what you think, man.
I mean, I'm liking Hindustanis versus Franks personally. I feel like just getting yourself well set up with the camels versus knights. Yes, Franks can go for pikemen. It's not like they lose to camel civs necessarily, but still, I feel like Hindustanis are going to be really well set up for Nicov. It is also his home map, which also it has something. I think. I don't know. We'll just have to see.
Olu. 5,100 viewers with the first series only. And it's very early yet, because this is early, you know. Do you think AoE2 is still going strong or not?
No, I'm pretty sure it's dead game. That's what I hear all the time.
Okay.
The internet would never lie to me.
Okay. Last time you come here to go cast. Anyway, Land Madness. This is more a traditional approach, probably, right? Here is more... I mean, strategy matters, but here is more about beautiful execution.
Yes. The mechanics are definitely going to be, I think, the most important aspect here with any of the open maps. Land Madness being, like, probably the most open, most aggressive of those different land maps.
Okay, let's see what is going to be, guys. Civilizations, I'm very excited to see. Don't think it's going to be Kumans, but knowing Vinchester, maybe he's doing Kumans.
Do you think that humans have a better matchup versus Hindustanis than Franks? I wouldn't even say that.
I don't, but he's Vinchester. You know,
that's also true.
I mean, and maybe also Japanese there. Well, Japanese is not a bad choice either. I mean, we saw Japanese from who it was. I don't remember, but we saw a land mandate with Japan versus who was it? Was Nicov also? No, it was Vilese. Vilese versus who was? I don't remember. Versus Yo.
ACCM?
Versus Mr. Yo. And he won with Japanese. No. Was versus Yo? Huh? No,
in this tournament?
No. Versus ACCM. Yeah, versus
I was
ACCM.
Right. Of course.
Versus ACCM. Yes. Why I was trusting the viewers, Orlo? I don't learn after so long time. And, unbelievable. Seriously unbelievable. Anyway, we're going to see, guys. We're going to see how beautiful is going to be this. And hopefully it's just going to be great. It's going to be great for sure. Anyway, we are waiting for the launch. Let me just check if they have some break. Okay, they're going to go up in a moment. Oh, man. I'm so excited. And next series, guys, is this one. Guys, I mean... Liri Vilese after this one. Then the Viper Doubt and Tato Terra. Oh my god. Are you gonna cast all the series, Mr. Orlu?
Yeah.
Nice. Very, very nice. Very, very nice.
Do you think I have anything else to do on a Saturday?
Okay. Yeah, but I mean, you told me about Thanksgiving and I was pleb. Maybe he's gonna leave after this series, you know? Come on, Orlu. I have to convince you, man. How you can miss the latest stages, man? You know, take your family Thanksgiving in the next week. That's it.
Unfortunately, I have to travel, go to a different state.
You have to travel for the Thanksgiving? Then don't go, man. Stay home. Stay home. Yeah, easy. Anyway, jokes aside, civilizations are about to happen there. And, well. Man, it started the game already. What happened?
Wait, they started the game?
No. I'm just telling you, start the game already. If I knew that they were going to take a little bit, I would have played the interview, because we have some more videos. But well, we will play some video in between the cities. Remember that we got some excellent fun interview with Nicov, Jordan, ACCM, and Vinchester. And the next week, Mr. Orlu, potentially, we're probably going to have an interview with the Viper, Hera, Leary, and Tatot. Not bad for combination, right? Not bad for combination. So
Yeah.
hopefully
Yeah,
we're going
right.
to enjoy.
Pretty good.
It is okay. It is okay. It is okay. Anyway, the games are about to start. If you guys don't know how all the groups are looking, I will show you now this. And this is how it's looking, the overview. ACCM and Jordan are waiting in Group A. And the opponents can be, well, I mean, the series today are crazy, but tomorrow are even more important, Orlu. Because tomorrow are deciders. Like, today, the player who loses still have one chance more. Tomorrow, not. Tomorrow, the player who is losing, it's over for them. And look at the names there. ACCM and Jordan.
I was going to say, if in running into Jordan, ACCM, Yo, and MBL, like, that is not going to be a sure thing for either of these guys. And here we are. They have started the game already, and it will be Frank's Hindustanis here on Land Madness.
Expected. I mean, we were talking that maybe it can be other, but now, no surprise there. Vinchester with Franks, Nicov with Hindustanis. We still have 1 minute and 50 seconds to start. But checking those names here with the elimination matches, winner matches, how crazy is the level that the top 8, it's too expensive now to be there. In every tournament.
Yeah.
It's very expensive. Like Mr. Yo MBL or Tato Vincent Sahara or Nicov, one of those, I mean, 2 of those 6 names will be out.
That's wild, but...
And those are great players, man. And then, ACCM Jordan, Velez, Leary, the Viper Doubt, 2 of those 6 names also out, you know? So, it's kind of playing today. Sometimes I don't know if people is really checking. Maybe he just joined it, but this is the program for today. Do you think, guys, Hera is playing today? Do you think the Viper is playing today? Do you think Leary is playing today? Or Doubt? I mean, everyone. Look at the names we have today. Unbelievable. Anyway, now we are, guys. We are there, finally, in the decider game in few seconds. You can notice how Vinchester is getting ready. Nicov as well. And, Would you prefer personally then? Hindustanis, Orlu?
Yeah. I feel like they're just really flexible in what they can go for. Mid-game, like Knight Pikeman with Franks can totally work. I don't think it's a Civ win by any means, but I still like Hindustanis a bit more.
But Franks, what I like with Franks is how smooth they can be also going for cheaper castles all over, you know?
Yes.
And that's so tricky to stop. You know, that's really, really tricky to stop. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are just now finally starting with a decider game coming here with Nicov and Vinchester. And the hype is real because we have, as a yellow, Nicov Hindustanis on the left, Vinchester on the right. And this map is a map that we know pretty well. It's have got some really epic games. Some really, really epic games. And hopefully we're going to have epic games as well. And Nicov, well, already with Frivolous on the stragglers. And we can expect fast scouts.
Yeah, I feel like that just makes the most sense, given these civilizations, given the map. Nicov already luring in one of his deer and his boar, a tactical pause, just to build the hype that much more.
I believe it is because of the camera, but should be very quick, because I see the camera that is fine working. They remember that there's 2 minutes spec delayed. I didn't mention anything, so should be good. Should be there already. Let's see. Well, let's take the resources placement here for Vinchester. Gold in front, berries in front. But the thing with this map, there's a lot of gold and a lot of resources. Like even several pack of berries as well. Not too close, but yeah, it is. Like Nicov, 1 in front, berries, 1 at the back. There's a lot of resources, so it's a lot about the execution. Right?
Yep. And your ability to multitask, I think, especially on this map, because you are so spread out, you just can't fully wall because of this rocky terrain. And you just need to make sure that you are getting damage done and then not losing everything at home as well. And looks like we are all good to go back in this game number 5. And as you're saying, winner gets to go right to the quarterfinals without having to face one of those scary players tomorrow.
I mean, it's just like, now you can enjoy tomorrow, then you can prepare for the next week. You don't have to play tomorrow. It's really, really important to win this match.
Yeah, I know. I'd really want to be winning this one at this point.
Yeah.
Just get to chillax maybe a little bit, then just already start your preparations for the quarterfinals. Got 3 on wood here for Nicov. Vinch with actually 4 on wood right now, going for the mill as well. Now, I guess the question becomes, we've seen on this map, yes, you need to go up quickly. Yes, you need to go for early scouts, but how heavily do you actually want to invest in Feudal Age? Because we see a lot, people just going for a lot of scouts and spearmen and just kind of hanging around until Castle Age.
I mean, I really don't know. I really think that Frank should try to commit in Feudal a little bit more. I don't know what you think. I mean, it depends a lot on the decisions, on the timing, right? But just start already with the scouts being stronger, but since he has 4 villages on wood, maybe he's going to go militias. I mean, I don't know, but Nicov in this turn is cheaper villages. He's going to go up so quick. Like, we're in 3 minutes, 30 seconds. I love this 9 villages start. I know that I'm not objective, Orlu, but it just you just have the all from the Dark Age, and then we see the action much faster. It's simple. You know? Simple.
I mean, I like sitting around and booming behind fortified walls, man. I don't need action, but I guess, you have to consider
hopefully
the viewers.
Hopefully you enjoy today, Orlu.
Of course.
I mean, hopefully you enjoy. It's gonna be the last time forever. Like, seriously. I mean, what you talking, man? I mean, go play Michi, man. I mean, go play Michi.
I like Michi.
Yeah, well, okay. Aye. Anyway, pushing the Deers. The Deers are already under the TC. He's 1 minute, 20 seconds away from Feudal Age. And Nicov is gonna try to get the initiative here. It's gonna be a scout. It's not mining gold. But I don't see also any goal for Vinchester. Okay? Pushing the Deer. So both players are gonna go scouts.
Yeah. Makes plenty of sense, again, given the context of this map and these civilizations. Pushing the rest of the Deer, like you're saying, and... what's up?
I like a lot more 2 lumber camps from Vinchester than only 1 here for Nicov. Efficiency, you can see 1 village already stuck, and if you get attacked here, you're out of wood. It's always better in this map, especially to have 2 lumber camps. I don't know what you think.
I think that, especially given that it's much easier to wall in your lumber camp on this map than it is to, fully wall your base, you can just go with maybe like 5 or 6 tiles of walls per lumber camp. I 100% agree. The 2 LC approach is a lot better. Stable coming in for Nicov, and he has been clicking up very quickly in like every single game so far. So this just seems to be part of his playstyle right now.
Yeah, he likes to go. Oh, he could get trapped that scout. He didn't. Okay. I think he likes to have the initiative. He feels confident with getting the initiative in the game. Now the stable there. And a little bit slower, but obviously beautiful to have Horse Collar for free. He's doing a spear already and now stable. And gonna go scout both players. Nicov don't have the Horse Collar. Hopefully he will do it before he's doing the farm, because that in the long run it will definitely pay off. And the spear is gonna have a super important role. And how the nerfs? I usually, when Echo casts with players, I ask, but do you think, I mean, if they have a lot of experience, the players, the nerfs can be important? I mean, in a decider, it only has to be something special.
I mean, nerves are definitely going to be there to some degree. Some players are more, I guess, prone to that than others. Nicov may be one of the most famous examples of players who can maybe be a little bit shaky at times, but these guys are veterans. They know what's going on. I don't think that's going to be too big of an impact here.
Yeah, maybe in the start of the game, but when you get there, or even in the start of the season, but now they are already warm about. They are with some really great games today. Man, amazing series. Let's see those. For Scout chasing now Vinchester. He has to be careful there. But he got the lead there. He has more Scout, Vinchester, so this is a good one here for Nicov.
Yeah, and 3 scouts to 4 in favor of Nicov, just faster up to the feudal age, and it's going to help make up for the fact that his scouts have 9 less HP, so they take 2 more hits to be killed.
He got 2 spears. He got 2 spears on the berries. Everything else is completely walled, so Vinchester cannot get any damage, and that's why he's trying to go and counterattack. But Nicov is not walled 100%, but pretty much on the right is fully walled. He will have to go around, because right now he's going right away through the town center for Vinchester.
Nope, not wanting to commit to that.
Holes? I mean, a hole, now it can snowball. We will see. You can feel the tension. I mean, the tension is there. The scouts are coming. Why he's not won until now? I mean, heart attack here for the players, for the viewers. Well, he's not taking anything. The bear is also not protected. He should attack and probably kill a villager. But the spear is coming. He's not going to take it. He's going away now. And my question for you, Arlo, is, do you think there should be a following with archers? I don't like this trait here for Vinchester, but now with some good micros you might take a villager. Let's see, because one is with really low HP. No, he's not committing, but at least he's getting a little bit of the control here.
Yeah, I think it's all right, all things considered. At least there aren't any spearmen forward at this point that can be annoying. And now we have the archer range coming in for Vinchester. Gonna go with that follow-up. Nicov showing no such inclination so far. And yet, Vinch is also looking to be a little bit closer to Castle Age, so I guess, oh my goodness, that resources collected is way better for Vinchester. That's kind of surprising.
And I have missed something, because look at the scout numbers. 2 scouts, I think we have lost some big battle with some spears at home or something, because Nicov has lost like 3-4 scouts. Probably we were checking when purple Vinchester was on Nicov base, but I feel that in Vinchester base we missed several scouts down. Yeah. Because he has lost quite a lot, or he's just doing less army. I don't know. The 3 needs.
He's just investing less into it. Most of the units that have died have just been like a couple spearmen, couple scouts. You can just see that the military units trained is actually going to be the same. So it's just going to be slightly better fights.
Or look, France economy, we were talking, it's really always really smooth. And this is the craziness here. He got a lot more scouts. He's also doing archers now, and check his resources are looking good. He's doing archers. Do you think fletching should be done, or maybe use few archers just to try to snipe those spears is a no, then try to go castle it as soon as possible?
I feel like given the situation of Nicov being kind of walled and getting more and more walled, I would just try and get to Castle Age pretty quickly.
Okay.
But at the same time, do you really want to just let Hindustanis go for those super deadly camels? Not so much. And maybe force your opponent to research bloodlines. That could be another useful, like, feudal age-centric play. But, you know, if we go towards Castle Age, notably, Nicov with the 2 lumber camps on only a single wood line, and Land Madness is not with the chunkiest wood lines out there, so he's going to need to expand on the map as Nicov.
Oh, he was open in the wood line, Vinchester. But now there's 3 spears. Look. Oh, but why he's not that? What? Why he didn't kill, man? They go through and he got on passive mode, but now the scouts are in. He's now failing with the walls. Aye. Nicov failed with the quick walls. And this is so many scouts. This can be terrible now for Nicov, the Argentinian, in problems. The spear is now going to try to kill those scouts, but how many villagers is going to take it there? So far, so good. Not taking any villager down. But this is definitely not what you want on Nicov position, Mr. Vinchester. Mr. Arlo. Amigo.
I'm Ornlu. Hi, I'll be your co-caster this morning.
3 villagers.
Obviously, only 3 villagers going down. It's not as bad as I thought it would be at first, but at the same time, Vinch is going to be a little bit closer to the Castle Age than his opponent, and I think you can be relatively happy with how that one went. Have even the second range coming in for Vinch, so I guess maybe he really wants to apply a lot of early Castle Age pressure.
I mean, and it makes sense, honestly, you know, that he can be against Hindustanis. You want to go full knights, but I think going crossbows and some knights can be great. And since he got now the initiative, Vinchester is on the way to Castle Age. Nicov is still not too far, but, well, he has the market. He's going to go up soon. He's doing the second stable, but Vinchester is looking really, really smooth in this decided game. I don't know what you think, Arlo.
Yeah, think he's just really well poised, resources collected. around 900 or so better for our purple player. All that is quite nice. Now, Vinch isn't completely walled, but the wood lines are safe, and it's not like his economy is super exposed. His army is just being kept right in the one sort of open area of his eco.
Oh,
and,
man.
well, looks like the game's just going to progress onward.
But I like what Nicov did. He did a tower. I like that tower. He's protecting the wood. He knows that the archers are coming. Those archers really shouldn't do too much damage. He's doing gold mine and arbor. But it's also truth that then now the economy is going to be smoother for Vinchester as well, because he can make his strategies right away. But Nicov maybe can buy some stone, or you think a push can be a thing here?
Well, he does have that market. Now coming in with the blacksmith.
He's going to commit. He's going to commit with the archer. He's going to kill the spears. I'm going to commit. Yes, he's going to commit because those are going to be crossbows. This is the beauty of this map. You cannot wall 100% because in this area, you cannot build anything. He's now buying a stone for another tower because this can be terrible. The archers are there. How many villages is going to take? Aye. Well, the problem is not the villages. It's the military numbers. Vinchester has a lot of army, and now if he put the archers under the tower, this is looking really bad. He's in castles and look at the score. He's taking the villages here. Botkin arrow. Oh man, he's now gonna try to kill those. He's trying to micro in. He's 4 villages behind only, but the problem is the timing. The momentum is definitely for Vinchester now.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, sure, some of those archers are going to go down. Bodkin as well coming in. It's just, Nicov doesn't have anything. He's behind by 5 villagers. He's made 15 army to 32 in this game, Mem, and that is just by skipping out on the archery range. It's not even getting him a faster castle age time. Normally, if you're skipping out on the archery range, it's because you just don't want to invest the resources in the military. You want to get to castle age quickly and go for your, well, castle age army. That's not the case right here, as Vinch is just going to continue to apply the pressure.
Yeah, I mean,
oh man,
I think now he can probably hold. He's doing few scorpions, and with some camels, he's gonna be used fine. But he's gonna fall more and more behind on economy because there's a second TC, and now he's holding. And obviously, Hindustan is in ideal position. They probably counter Franks, but not in this particular position because with Krobos, with Knights, and with more echo, you're gonna be ahead with the transition.
Yeah,
like really ahead.
Just going full knight crossbowman, pretending that you're playing a 2v2 just by yourself, makes perfect sense. And as you're saying, yeah, Nicov, he can hold right now. Scorpion's Camel's going to be good at defending, but what is your win condition? How do you plan on actually getting anywhere in this game for Nicov? And I don't really see an answer to that. He's just losing some scouts offensively. Vinch adding in the extra town centers. He even got 5 bills on stone, potentially thinking of a forward castle. And now we just don't really have anything for Nicov, just a few camels.
Yeah, well, I think going committed a little bit more in feudal was really worthy. He needs probably more siege. He's doing another scorpion. Military numbers is... oof. It's a big difference, man. 8 camels, they are great. Remember, they attack faster. Those farmers forward make no sense to me. He should delete them. He lost now the villager. Okay. He's coming with so many crops. Look at that micro. He's microing like God. The villager is gonna be down. He's killing the villager as well. Aye. This is looking amazing for Vinchester. And after being 2-1 behind, he took the arena. And now the Land Madness is in a total domination against Nicov, who is playing a really good series. Yes, but Vinchester, one more time with the 3-2. GG call. Vinchester, it's in the quarterfinals. Oh man, what a series. And Vinchester again coming back and being there. Really well played these last 2 games for Vinchester.
And he won on 2 completely different maps. I mean, he won on Arena and he won on Land Madness. So just across the board, able to hang in there, will be our very first quarterfinalist for Warlords. And just a great performance from a guy who unfortunately was not able to make it to Red Bull, showing that, hey, I'm still here. I'm still a top player. And a really well done, closely fought set.
Yeah, very nice. Military, as you can see here. Oh boy. Anyway, I'm going to go now for the interview. It's not gonna be me who is gonna make the interview, and I think, let me just check if the interview is ready. Yes, they are, because there's 2 minutes delayed. And guys, here we are with Nelson that is gonna interview the winner, Mr. Vinchester.
All right, man, amigo, what an amazing series to start things off, huh? Amazing. Vinchester, you have the smile of the champion, my friend. Well played. What an amazing series. And we were just talking with each other, and you were saying you weren't able to prepare for the first game. What exactly did you mean there?
Yeah, just to start to say to you that I was kind of not prepared for the first game. That was really bad performance by me in the first one because, I don't know, I just don't feel good on the first one. Even today I played some warm-up game, but it seems it doesn't really work. So I need to work on this part for sure.
Okay, so what the casters were wondering is that was your Civ pick. So you went for Bohemians, and people were a little bit skeptical about that. What was the thought process behind Bohemians on that map?
I was thinking a lot about my second Civ choice. I mean, that was my second pick in the draft, so this is like a first stage. And I thought, like, okay, if he gave me the Burgundians, maybe his idea that he wants to play with Bohemians against Burgundians and think that this is a fine matchup. So I could not allow him to pick the Bohemians in case if I want to pick Burgundians or we need to ignore both Civs. So I decided that I just want to. I mean, this is all about the arena. So I decided that I want to pick Battle Boost, Burgundians and Bohemians, and then I just realized that I want to use the Bohemians on this one. So it's not really a good civilization there, I think, but yeah, it was just the draft case.
So you think that's what lost you the game in that first game? Was just you had a worse Civ, and that's it?
Maybe, but not. I really played terrible. I mean, my TC was bad. I was trying to rush it up. I was slow there, and everything just got out of hands. And yeah, I just played bad.
All right, game 2, Baltic. You won with Mongols against Saracens. And I do wonder, Vinchester, you're someone who's been playing this game for a long time, so you definitely remember the times where we only had galleys and no fire galleys. And, it's one of the things people have been bringing up many, many times. Is it better to go for fire galleys from the start? Is it better to go for galleys? What do you think?
To be honest, I didn't really play Baltic exactly a lot. I think on islands and other maps, galleys can work, but on Baltic it's kind of tricky because there is not a lot of space. But yeah, I was kind of prepared for this matchup. I thought he wanted to do kind of same stuff what Viper did to my teammate, Classic Pro. I watched this game, and there was the same idea that you do some galleys, and in case if you don't really fight for the water successfully, because there is a still possibility that you will be in water, but in case if you're a little bit not successful and Mongol, let's say, invest into free dogs and do all the stuff, then you can just try to snap the fishing ship and do whatever you want with the market abuse.
Back in the days as well, going back to the past, we always had the feeling if you lose water, the game is finished.
Oh yeah,
do you think that's still the case in DE?
Well, on Baltic, it's still hard to come back, but I think if you are fine with sending villagers on the enemy side and you can get there, then you are still fine. You can fight for it for sure, and it sells depend on the civilizations. And it's a good example. The game is so fast in this tournament, Classic Pro against the Viper, where the Viper just completely gave up the water and was on 40C on the back, and even considered this game finished in early castle age. It could, even if it go longer, then he could have huge eco lead, and then he can just somehow get the castle up, get the dogs, and just play for the water and all the map. So yeah, of course, I think that right now game is much more flexible. So yeah, it's not that important to only fight for the water. There is a lot of different stuff as well.
Interesting insights. Game 3, Vinchester amigo. That was Sukatra. What an amazing game! What a crazy game, amigo.
I mean, I love this map even from the tournament where I did far, and I'm really super sad about how I played it. I think that was completely wrong for what I did. And
Talk about it. Talk about it. What went wrong for you?
Well, the first, I did a nice tower in the. I mean, the first. Okay, let's start from the beginning. I lost my tower. It should never happen.
Yeah, the second one.
Yeah. And the second one? What do you mean? I mean, no, the first one, the first 200 stone. I lost it instantly to the enemy tower.
Wasn't it? Yes. No, you're true. You're right. That was the first one. Right. You lost it right after you laid down the foundation.
Yeah. So and it was like step by step. If you want, I can describe, because the first I lost this tower. Second, he wallet forward my stone, and my other stone was. I knew that sometimes it's power like this, but this is what like. You don't really. It's not my fail that I didn't scout it. It's the fail of the map because I'll be never there with scout. I need my scout for different purposes, right? So it was a little bit unfortunate that my stone is rare, but I knew that the generation can be like that, so I was scouting for that, and that was anyway late, so I could get the second tower earlier, and I think I had a huge advantage about the archer number. Even when I pushed him a little bit from the hill, I killed like 2 skirms. I was really ahead there, and so yeah, the feudal was bad about this tower, and else I'm not sure. Did he take stone when he repaired the first tower, because I thought like, okay, he's almost out of stone. He must be out of stone. But yeah, it was like not the case, because it seems like he was infinite stone to repair this one.
I think Bim can confirm to me, but I think Nicov was on stone actually. He was on stone in the back of his face.
Yeah,
If Mem is hearing, he might confirm this, but I think he was on stone on that game.
Yeah, that's explained things. So that was a little fail. That, I mean, it's not really a bad move, because we traded the villager time for him as well. I didn't lose a lot of vills. I was escaping with 2 low HP vills. So okay, Fyodor, or I will talk a lot about this one. So Fyodor, about this game, it was like a good tower for me, I think, which I built on the middle of the map. So this is not really attack a lot, but that was cover the hill. And I really sad about me that I didn't build a second tower a little bit up and left there, because I could protect from all those raids he did and just focus on the push. And if I would set up my fight much better with a tournament, redemption longs, a lot of siege, and those knights, then I should win all the fights. And I think that I could not. I mean, I lost the fight on the top because I was not prepared for this fight. I didn't think that was a really huge mistake there. I just needed another tower there and just prepare for any kind of raids from this direction. So I had stone. So it's just, I don't know, brain luck. It's just stupid. Yeah.
Nevertheless, amazing game, amigo. Let's go game 4. It was Arena, Turks against Burgundians. You won. The casters felt like Nicov maybe overcommitted to taking the relics. What do you think?
I think that could be his plan, right? Because I mean, I'm not sure. It's better to ask him. But when I realized this is only one CC, I was kind of relaxed, because I think it just didn't work. Maybe it can work, but it just didn't work because I was in a good spot. And to be honest, my build order was really nice. I added TC instantly with all eco upgrades.
All eco ups, yeah, amazing.
Yeah, I mean, all eco upgrades. I added TC instantly. I mean, the second one, the third one was kind of fine. Maybe fourth one could be the way there, but in fact, he was going for fast team, so I didn't need the 4 TC. So I was a little bit bad eco balanced in the early Imperial Age. I think I really made a lot of mistakes there, but in general, it just didn't work. I think the strat was good, and I was really didn't expect this fast team. So at some point, I thought, like, what if there is at least 2 down centers? Then I'll be super behind. But in fact, there was only 1 TC, so I was fine. I think with 2 TCs that could work. But in case if Turk will go for 2 TC, then I'll probably just take the map, because he cannot commit the same as me, because Burgundians is amazing. So,
so you never felt threatened in that game, because at some point we felt like Nicov was pushing really hard with all his hand cannoneers.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I mean, the most scary point was when he was in Imperial Age, and about the score, I wasn't really sure how many eco behind that. Because it's like, Hussar instantly, I cannot fight, because I thought like, okay, I'll take map control now with pikes. I was doing the second barrack pike upgrade, and I understand that, okay, there will be hand cannons. How do I take map control now? It was almost impossible. Yeah, he really played well.
Right. Then game 5, Land Madness. You went for Franks. Nicov went for Hindustanis. Which civ do you think it's best, actually, in this matchup?
Hindustanis is a really amazing civilization. So, I mean, if you play properly with them, then you can win for sure. And maybe at some point they even counter to Franks. But I think I just use my power points better. Like, early scouts is stronger. So, I mean, this is where games probably ended when I was on his gold, etc. So, any other civilization at this point can just end up the game.
You think you committing a little bit more to Feudal Age actually won you the game there? Because it felt like Nicov was just looking to Castle Age. You went for archers. You made more army.
So it's hard to say for sure, but I think, yeah, it just worked for me. I don't know what is the best way, because if, let's say, he don't lose the pikes when I was just under his town center, it was kind of tricky for him, but I realized that I can take pikes even under the TC, and that was a good move, I think. So if at this point he would not lose those pikes and have like 3-4 pikes, then I cannot really commit, or I will lose all my scouts. You don't take the damage, go to Castle Age, more resources, go for TC on stone to counter the archers, and go for a lot of camels. So there is still ways where he could win, but I think at some point I was just more luckier with scout control.
It's nothing about luck, my friend. It's all skill. All right, Vinchester, I congratulate you. Amazing series. I'm really happy for you. Looking forward to seeing you in the quarterfinals. And Mem, amigo, what an amazing series to start things off. Kicking it back to you, my friend.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Congratulations, Vinchester. We keep going with Delir versus VLS. That is going to be the next one. Hopefully you really have enjoyed